Bum, bum, bum. Bum.
And we are live.
Are we live?
Yeah.
Have the adverts come and gone on yours?
Oh, there you go. It's come on. So.
Let me just turn the adverts down so it don't go bloody mental.
Hello.
Are we live? We are live.
We're live.
Hello. Open mic night. So me and Ellie do this open mic night every now and again. We want to join us on screen. It's dead easy. I just put a link down in the chat. If you are under the age of 18, you can come on before 9 p.m. But 9 p.m. we will have to get rid because we start swearing and there'll be adult conversations and all the rest of it after 9, and we both swear like troopers. And the first hour was quite difficult not to swear. Oh, Lupang said, "Hey baby, hi sweetheart." He also says, "Hi."
Yeah, I always sweetheart.
Hey Jackie, hi Callum, hi Russell, hi Tony, hey Craig, hi Lisa, hey Andy, hi Anton, hey Emma, Steve W, Mark the Spider Guy. Give Mark the Spider Guy a shout out in the last video. He's in the chat now, so if you click on him, his name, that will take you straight to his channel as well. Hey Cartfishing 12. I hope you've been watching Fishing with Alex. Awesome.
I didn't watch anything.
Hey Clive. Hi. I think I said hello to Gemma. Hi Moon.
Sometimes I put YouTube on for background noise, but I don't do YouTube anymore.
I get what you're saying. I normally go, if there's no lives on, I'll put a live on the laptop and I'll feed a load of stuff off. Apart from that, if I'm feeding and it's like 12 o'clock or 1 o'clock in the morning, chill out music, chill out vibes, drum and bass, chill out or something like that.
Drum and bass? Oh no, don't even go there. Oh no.
Drum and bass, chill out. Completely different to drum and bass. So you get your bass line.
I don't even want to hear the word bass. No. Ask it. Lewis definitely knows I got a big mouth now.
It's not 9 o'clock yet, Ellie.
Not like that, Scott.
We'll discuss Lewis knowing you've got a big mouth later.
It's not even like that. It's to do with music.
Emma, you did not get accused of causing trouble. You kept changing your name to pretend you were other people. And then I read back through the comments and that was it. But I think everybody then realised it was a joke. And I think you just left a bit quickly, to be honest.
I left the chat 2 ages ago, don't worry.
I go in there a few times a day.
I have peace and quiet without the chat. Honestly.
I woke up this morning to like, I think it was 500 messages. I was like, wow.
It drives me up the wall. I need process time as well because my life is shifting. I got loads of things to do and figure out where I'm going.
All right. Hi, Leah.
Hi, Leah.
Yeah, so I'm going to drop the link into the comments. If you want to come up on screen, come say hello. Remember, no swearing or anything like that until 9 p.m. And again, if you're under the age of 18, come 9 o'clock is our cut-off point. And then it will obviously be over 18s.
But Scott, I can use some F words, can't I?
At 9 o'clock you can.
Yeah, but what about fish? That's an F word.
Food. Food, there's another F word.
Yeah. And fungus.
Frisbee. Frisbee, that's an F.
And fudge. What your fudge is the best.
Flip. Or is flip PH? No, it's FN, FL. Frog.
Hey, baby.
Hi, Aaron. Hey, Philip. Yeah, we're doing good. Hey, Ryan. Didn't see you come in then. Nice. Oh, Ansegate's just put 449 on the chat. Cheers, brother. Appreciate it, dude. Took 3 overdoses. No space. Emma, I don't think so because you didn't even mention that in chat. So, and if you did, I weren't there. And if that's the case, you should really be seeking medical attention, to be honest. Yeah, exactly. So I shall drop the link down into the comments if anybody wants to pop it. Pretty cool. Who's going to Brighton? I know you're not. I am. I don't think I'm going to have money for Brighton, so it's going to be more of a meet-up for me this time. But that's pretty cool anyway.
To meet up with you? Are you joking?
To meet up with me? You're meeting up with me, and you? Quithmouth?
Yeah, but that's to tolerate you.
Some days I love you, some days I just put up with you.
I know.
Mostly putting up with. Tony, I'm trying to blag my friend who wants a second tarantula to drive down. That's cool. We have Erin's come on. Yeah, Greg's going to be there. Tony, you've got to come down. I hope unless I'm still unwell, in which case I'll stay away. It should be a good one. Hey, Erin.
Hi guys.
You okay?
How you doing? How you all doing? You alright?
Pretty good.
Yeah, doing alright.
Hello,
So, yeah.
Vinny. That was for
The reason why I've come up. The reason why I've come up, guys, is because it's easier to talk on the stream. Because when you're in the chat, it's a little bit harder. It's a little bit harder to talk. So yeah.
Oh, sorry, Alexa.
If wish I was going to a show here in Denmark on Saturday, that's pretty. Steve W just upgraded to Scott's Inverts level 2 on the membership. Thank you, Steve. Appreciate that, mate. So if anybody in chat, if you mention Chris, just put Chrissy wake up. Just getting back for all the fake beard Smurf comments I've had for literally about 6 weeks. Erin, did you won that little sling, didn't you? Didn't you win a sling?
Yeah, I won it. Yeah.
Have you got it?
No,
Hey, Tom,
I ain't got it yet. The reason why I ain't got it because he had some things come up, and that's what he said to me. He had a few things come up. He said it should be there within the next couple of more days. So hopefully I should receive it. Maybe tomorrow or the next day.
I'll message you.
The Royal Mail was striking, wasn't it?
I'll message him for
Listen,
you.
like I said though, it doesn't matter because I want it for free. It was for free, so it's not for money. If it was for money, then I probably would be a little bit upset because I would have, like I said, if I would have paid, I'm saying, if I would have paid £40 for a tarantula, then I would be getting a bit upset because I ain't received it and I paid £40 for it. And even me mum would go ballistic. Should go right into one. Should be so upset.
So would we.
Do you know what I mean though?
If a seller ever messages you around there, just message one of us and we'll get on it for you as well, mate. But if he's given another 2 days, if you've not heard anything, drop me a message and I'll ring him, I'll message him, I'll send Chris round his house and everything.
I know where he lives.
But honestly, guys, listen. Like I said, it's fine. It's plenty of time. No rush. No big rush. It's fine. It's fine. I can wait for it. I can wait. It's fine.
If all else fails, I've got. It was an Enchromatosis, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Or an AJ, and I've got both of them here anyway, so it's not an issue. Ryan says, how do you become a member? There's a blue join button on Android. Unfortunately, if you're on iPhone, Apple and Google don't get on. So Apple don't give you the facility to click that join button. So what you have to do is go onto a Windows operated laptop and do it off that.
No, you can do it on Mac. You can do it on Mac. I can do it on mine. And I can do it on my iPad. I just can't do it on my phone.
Ah, there you go. I didn't know that.
You do now.
Uh-huh. Thomas, it has been a while since you've been in chat. What's been going on then, Chris? Chris, the Exo King. That's why there is no free roaming Exo Terrors in the Midlands.
Oh, good. Scratched my eyeball today.
You've done what?
Scratched my eyeball.
Oh, is it itching?
Yeah. Blurry vision as well, but be fine. Give it 1 or 2 days, you'll be as new.
Chrissy looks like he's having problems waking up, says Gemma. I think we just found out why.
Yeah, it's sore. Yeah. Yeah, you'll be better. Don't matter.
Cat's creepies, yeah, Steve. iPhones are crap. Oh my god. I've used both. They're both as good as each other, but I do prefer the Android. I'm currently on one of Chris's phones as we speak. Ryan, she did say iPad, yes, mate.
Yeah, it works on my iPad.
We'll be getting laptops soon, so we'll sort out membership then on. Oh, Lisa, appreciate it majorly so, to be honest. Yeah, we've got some stickers. The stickers will be coming down to Brighton. I should have quite a few actually with me for Brighton.
I'll have some stickers by Brighton.
What, Chrissy's Who on Wheels ones? Or Chrissy Wake Up.
We need to order some of them as well.
We need a team with Chrissy's Who on Wheels and then Chrissy Wake Up. Aaron, have you had anything to do lately?
I've got another trouser coming in the post. I just bought another one today. Got another one coming. It's coming quite soon. I'm getting another pokey. Yeah, one of those. Yeah.
Which one?
Yeah, got another one of them ones coming. Pokey. Yeah.
Which one are you gone for?
Yeah, it's an adult female, which is good. It's going to be an adult female.
Do you know
adult
which
female.
species?
I've been abroad. Yeah.
Do you know which species it is, Aaron? Is it Metallica or Regalis? Or...
It's a pokey. It's mature. It says on the spy shop, it's matured. It's a full-grown tarantula. Full-grown. It's definitely a girl. It's definitely a female. Definitely a girl. Definitely 100% a female. It's definitely.
Awesome.
The yellow one.
Yeah.
Ooh,
what I'm also hoping though is I'm hoping that the other two that I got here, I'm hoping they might be mature, either female or another male, another mature male or another mature female. Who knows? You know, who knows?
Oh, wicked, Lisa. Lisa's thinking about starting up their own channel. That's awesome. Kat says, Chris, the Histocratus gigas got destroyed by the female.
Yeah.
Chris is like, oh no.
No, it don't matter. Oh, fuck.
You know why it don't matter? Because now he's got another Exo Terror that's empty. Can you remember what colour the pokey was, Aaron?
It's like this one here. Exact same colour. It should be exact same as this one, I think.
What's the one that you've got now?
Sure, but
is it blue?
I think it's kind of similar to this one.
Okay.
Yeah, could be. Might be.
Thomas, can't believe they're able to drive to shows this time next year. I'll tell you what, for the younger generation that are just coming up to doing your tests, I do not envy you guys. They've made driving test and everything else so much harder. I mean, I rocked up to my theory test, ticked off a couple of boxes, and I passed, and that was it.
I'd say something about your driving, but it's not 9 o'clock yet.
I could say something about your driving, but it's not 9 o'clock yet.
I think lots of people says about Chris is anyway.
Like I went on the wrong way in the roundabout.
Yeah, literally the wrong way around the wrong. He thought he was back in Romania again.
That was funny.
Greg's female smashed the male Rotan yesterday. Pretty sure he got the job done first though. Awesome. Scott's driving is okay, says Philip Fish. It is Philip. I talk.
I think it depends on who's the witness.
Hey DJ.
What? You seen this, Chris? Thanks, mate. Emma says she lived in Germany. It's easy done. Yeah, it weren't like when it happened. It was me and Lewis kind of laughed because it was just one of those mistakes that anybody could have made really, really easy. It weren't like, yeah, I certainly would never have made that mistake.
I thought it's a roundabout, but it wasn't a roundabout. It was a two-way carriageway which was going around.
It's right by
I was the correct route, doing the correct thing. But yeah.
Did this happen in Coventry?
Yeah.
No worries, Chris. It's perfectly fine. You can't drive in Coventry anyway.
No, the navigation shows is a roundabout. But actually, it was just a road that was going around in a circle with two-way traffic. I was like, what the hell? So I've gone in, and I just look, and there's cars coming in front of me. I was like, oh, shit.
It's a biggish road going up to an island. And then there's a where this road comes. The other side of the road is here, and they've got a turn in, and that turn in then goes across our lane. So Chris decided to go up that turn in. So that's how we got onto the opposite side of the road. The roads in Coventry are actually rubbish.
They are.
No worries, Peter. Not a problem, Peter Parker. They're not rubbish, and Happy Ant can you not swear until after 9. Please, 9 o'clock we allow the swearings.
Emma, I can't allow that message.
It's the Coventry Ring Road and Nuneaton Ring Road. They're quite close. They've been on Radio 1 and all sorts for being literally the worst ring roads in the whole of the UK. Now, when I go somewhere else and go round their ring roads, it's completely evident to why people think the Coventry ones are absolutely rubbish and the ones in Nuneaton are absolutely rubbish. Because we go on somebody else's ring road, it's like, this is well easy. And then you come back to Coventry and it's like, what the?
I don't know. I didn't really have driving. I think only one roundabout got me because I didn't know where the lane was and everybody just goes like this anyway. But it wasn't a huge one, it was a small one.
It's some of the road markings on the floor, isn't it, in Coventry? It's just like they're there, then suddenly they've gone. But by the time they've come and gone, you're like, well, where am I supposed to be? So we all end up putting each other up and horns start going off. And it's
I don't really have issues. Maybe it's because I live in a city and I'm used to city driving. And I've driven London as well, so I suppose I'm used to chaotic driving.
The exiting and joining the ring road is terrible. There's like a so narrow space. One lorry would just block the whole entry and exit at the same time.
It is kamikaze coming on and off the off ring road. Leah says, Ellie, are you still colouring in pumpkins?
Yeah, I'm still colouring in pumpkins, but somebody broke my green pencil. The stuff on the inside is all snapped up in little pieces. I've got to keep sharpening it.
That somebody was somebody or you?
Wasn't me, because ask Leah. I do not let anybody touch my pencils. That's in the tin. If it's in the tin, they're not for people.
Can Lewis use them?
So guys,
Find
here
them
she
and
is.
go, if she's not a person.
Hey,
Here
Jeremy.
she is. It's Paris.
Nice
See what she's
cat.
doing? Yeah, but can you see what she's doing to the blanket? She's rubbing her face in the blanket. And what
Jeremy.
it is, guys, this scent of this blanket. Something about this blanket she likes.
Probably smells like you, Aaron. So she's all curled up.
Could smell like stinky or something. Stinky. Yeah.
For anybody that's just joined chat, we are doing.
She loves it.
Hey, Jeremy.
Anybody over the age of 18 is going to have to disappear, not only from off screen but from the chat as well. Come 9 o'clock. Mark the Spider Guy has been a channel member for 16 months. Thank you for that support, Mark. Appreciate it, man. Jeremy, I've seen you in chat. The mature phalanx that we've got is over with Spar Spiders. We paired up one over the weekend with Chris below. That went successful, but he's got a second female that he wants to do. So if that all goes well, we'll then send the phalanx over to yourself, mate. Or we might bring it to Brighton if you're at Brighton. Feel like lowering that to 16, Scott? No, because 9 p.m. we will. Who's this? Who's this? He should have changed his name, shouldn't he? He should have changed his name. So.
Hello, darling.
All right, Hello.
Wait, is that Lewis?
No worries, Jeremy. Jeremy B. Vendor. Wait,
but
tell you what, just a pairing video on Thursday. It is surprising. How's it going, Lewis?
Andy, I'll have one as well.
Come on,
or 2 or 3.
You alright, yeah? I can't do it.
Yeah, man. Hi, Brian. Oh, wow. That is awesome. Awesome. Those other things should be here this week. You were explaining why it's 18 plus, not 16.
Well, it's not coming from the headphones.
Because at 9 o'clock it's 18 plus, and it's 18 plus, not 16, because that's how I want it. Because 18 is that's the age, isn't it? Jeremy's got a couple of tables and sorted again. Awesome. Don't even know what I'm doing at Brighton, Jeremy. I think I'm just going to rock up and just wander around.
Oh yeah, like I said, I can't wait for Brighton. I'm excited. Can't wait for Brighton. I'm going to be there. Definitely will be there. I'm going to be going.
Awesome.
Brighton BTS. Yep.
Awesome. No, there's no law on language, no, Emma, but just out being polite and watershed. We just go along with that here, when we have done for 2 years. I think all the live streams do it, to be honest. Makes it easier. So, if if you're going to be there, Aaron, that is an awesome reason for all of us to go, just to meet you, dude.
Yep. That's right. It's all right. Yep. Yeah.
Scott W. Hey, Scott W.
And Scott.
Yes.
When I get there, yo, I'm gonna call you Mr. Smurf. I will call you Mr. Smurf. I'm saying, here he is, guys, Mr. Smurf.
You just wait. You wait to hear what Chris and Lewis call me going around the shows, let alone Mr. Smurf.
It's now 9 o'clock. We can't talk about that yet.
No, people.
Well, yeah, what I'll do is, I'll come into the place here like them big tough guys going. Where is Mr. Smurf? I want to fight him.
I think everybody in the comments from the lives are going to be like, Aaron. I think a few fans come over and start saying hello myself. That'd be pretty epic.
So yeah.
Scott, I'm breaking the law. It's 22:38 here. What? How's it 22:38?
He's probably in a different country.
In Scotland. It's Thomas.
Yeah.
He's up in Scotland.
When it looks forward 2 hours.
I think I'll need to make a deal next year. I'll be at a show. Anton, you should come to the show. And if you do, please come in a kilt, mate. And that's not me taking the mickey. It's just that, you're a proper Scottish dude, and it'd be great to have a picture of you in a kilt. Oh, he's on holiday in Greece sailing. Yeah, Thomas, you know what the score is. You know it before as well. Not sure, Gemma, to be honest.
You're on holiday and you're still on the live. Thomas, you're mad.
Sailing in Greece.
Mm.
Mate, you're such a lucky guy. That's Scott's fantasy. What is? I can't reply to what my fantasy is, Leah, until after 9. Anton in a kilt. Oh God, won't be able to make shows. Even the Scottish, which is the closest, too far due to disabilities. Oh, Scott, dude, the shows are pretty accommodating. To be honest. What's happening, Lewis?
Hey!
No, look.
Are you busy or just chilling?
Nothing going on at work. I'm sat here and live in an office. What do you think?
I need a job. I haven't got a job.
Well, so I don't know if it's going to be.
Don't worry about it.
And my phone's massive as well, so I don't know if you're actually going to even be able to hear me.
I'd rather have you on the line than a bit of noise in the background.
That's fine.
Oh, look at that. Look at it. Look at what she's doing.
I've got you, Scott W. Cheers, Jackie. Yeah, so just to go over, Amnar cancelled due to personal issues through no fault of her own. So Hurt Mania. She will be coming on a live in the future. But if you could go check out her Facebook page, even though she's not here tonight, that would be absolutely awesome. She does some amazing stuff. Ellie's got one of her snake hides, and that's pretty awesome. I'll pop on, but feeling quite ill at the moment. Hopefully, I can pop on one of those open mic nights, says Jeremy. Yes, mate. Ryan's going to be back to the 9 p.m. tea. Durgeon, is Lewis streaming from his work?
Yes.
It's now 20:41.
And hi, Aaron's mom.
Hi.
Yeah, so Mom.
Hi.
Yeah,
Hi, are you okay?
she's doing the
I'm
bed.
cleaning Erin's room.
Oh.
I'll call it the Black Lagoon.
Which it is. Yeah.
No one dares to come in here except me.
I'll bet.
Move, because look at the bread on the floor.
Yeah.
He's a little shit.
Mm.
Can't wait till he moves out.
Ooh.
But you got to remember, Mum, I don't want no marriage yet. No marriage, no children.
No,
I don't want that.
then you have to have responsibilities. You've got to have them eventually.
Yeah,
Anton,
I know,
can I show that picture? Is that to be shown on the live stream, Anton?
Yeah, that's double the background.
Nice.
Moving out, Erin. Moving out from your parents is literally the worst thing you do, because suddenly you go from having food every day to you've got to cook for yourself. You've got to work out how to use a washing machine.
Yeah, stay at home as long as you can.
You've got to tidy up after yourself, or try. Little beauty. You love your cleaning.
Yeah. He's shedding. Bastard. Ooh. Oh no, that's not a swear word. He likes to hits at me every time I try to take him out.
He's beautiful.
Oh.
Yeah, just the point as soon as you try to take him out, and then he's good as gold as soon as he's out.
In 6 months, I'll have 78 of them. So if people want them,
No, you'd have 77. I'm having one.
oh yeah, I'm more than one. Because in about 3 months' time, she'll lay another club.
And then Leah wants one or two, don't she?
I think she wanted 3 or 4. Can't remember. If you want to try to keep them communally, you need to have at least 2-to-1 ratio, 1 male and 2 females, preferably 3.
Hold on a minute. You can keep those guys communal.
It can work. It's not guaranteed. But the breeder who I bought them from said I need at least 2 females and 1 male. That's as a minimum. And even then, there's a high chance that they can fight. But luckily, I bought 2 females and 1 male. They started living together. They were fine, and then 1 female died. But these 2 have been fine together for the past 8 months.
Leah wants 4.
Yeah.
Hey, Wolf. Greg says absolutely stunning.
The next one's on the list is Panther Chameleon. I'm going to buy a pair in January. I'll have a pair on my wish list. The best part is I bought a 4 foot by 2 foot reptile breeze enclosure for them, and I haven't set it up yet. That's gonna go like in that corner where the orange box is.
Ooh, RS Designs, hey, Russell.
Hey, that's enough.
Let me just show you what Anton's been up to. Look at that.
Oh.
Yeah, Russell.
Anton has been linking up the green tree pythons again. Is that coming out as yellow on the light, or is it? Or can you see the green as well? No, you can see the green. There we go.
Yeah, so Scott.
Yes, Aaron.
Yeah, Scott. Yeah, because so like you said, because it's over 18s. Yeah, I'm 23. I'm still allowed, am I? I'm 23.
Yeah, you can stay on. Stay on.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I'm right. Yeah, that's all right. Yeah. But it's obviously the people that are a lot younger, if they're 16 or 15, they need to start heading off because it's, I can understand, or a little bit younger than that, they're not allowed to be on the stream. No, I know.
Just because of the swearing after 9 p.m.
Yeah.
It's easier for us. Obviously, the streams, all the streams, and we don't get any parents or anything complaining that, you know, they've been on a stream and the adults are swearing at the same time and stuff. It's just it's a lot easier. I think we all do it. So, Scott, did I tell you I managed to get a 10-minute video with 30,000 views? You did, Thomas. Yeah. That is some good going there, dude. That should have taken. Is that taking you over your watch time hours now as well? So you should be able to get yourself monetized.
Oh no, sorry.
That's because you're sailing in Greece.
My birthday was the other day. My birthday was the other day. So I'm 24. I'm 24 now. Sorry. Yeah. I'm 24 now. 24 now. I've just realised I'm 24. Yeah, 24 anyway. So yeah.
Awesome. Hey, Ian.
Yeah.
You can definitely have them, Russell.
Chris, Jenny, and me maybe one of you. Chameleon. I think they're going to go quick, Chris.
Yeah, I have a feeling they'll go quick, but
and they're going to be ready in 6 months' time and look like that one.
Yeah. No, 6 months' time they're going to be that big.
Super cuteness.
Hold on, I'll try to find a picture.
Oh my god!
Did I buy them?
Imagine having a little tiny chameleon, kind of about 3-4 inches long. Oh, they're going to go like there's no tomorrow, aren't they? Remember to give the stream a quick like, share if possible. Open mic night, so I'm expecting it to be a bit of a quiet one tonight, which is cool. Your reptiles can't keep any at the minute, unfortunately, says Jeremy. No, that's because your room's full of true spiders and isopods, Jeremy. Literally.
When was Easter this year?
When was what?
When was Easter this year?
Easter? March.
You sure? Was it in April?
I think it was March.
It was 17th of April.
17th of April.
Yeah.
Have you turned that off, Aaron?
Yeah.
Good. So monetization stuff.
Yeah. I turned that a bit. Yeah, I turned it down. Yeah. It's all right.
Right. Jerry, the mature red fang passed away. In with the female. She didn't eat him or nothing. But just check there. So I'm thinking maybe one of the taxonomy peoples. I'm going to take that to Brighton. The mature male Theraposa, because if I don't, Lewis is going to kick my head in. We're gonna take that to Brighton as well. See if somebody can't do something with it.
Yes, sir.
That's how big they are when they are 4 weeks
Can't
old.
want it.
Sorry. You what, Lewis?
I said it's bright purple. How can you not want it?
I know. I don't know.
I know it's having the space for it though.
It's just I don't know. Yeah, hopefully, Jeremy. I mean, hopefully, Scott put Chris on big. Not until you say Craig. Craig, not until you say, can you put Chrissy on big? Come on, every week he winds a chat up to have a go at me for having blue hair and a fake beard.
They're about 4 to 6 weeks in this picture. I think the male was on the front. Ooh, it's a bit blurry, isn't it?
Oh, Thomas, that's a good shout actually.
Yeah.
They are.
Well, bearing in mind the eggs are smaller than your nail.
Yeah.
Do you know what? All right, Thomas, we'll do something.
But you need to go back.
If you show Tara one of those babies, she's going to go, we're not having one, we want 4 as well. I know she will.
Well, that's how it worked with me. I showed the devil and she was like, I want more.
It's good though, because if your other half ain't into spiders, but they're into another animal, they can be off
spiders as well.
They could be doing their little bit while you're doing yours. Do you know what I mean? Craig says, do they grow fast, Chrissy? Chrissy, wake up.
Well, you've seen mine, and he's now 10 months old, 11 months old. Because I bought them in April, 1 week after Easter, and they were about 4 to 6 weeks old. Could be 8. I'm not completely sure. So that was 2. Let's say in worst case 2. So they're born in February. So from February, from that big to that big. So yeah, quite quick.
And he's mature as well.
Sorry.
And he's a mature male, is he?
Well, they mature after about 4 to 6 months. I think they can already lay eggs.
At 4 to 6 months of age?
Yeah, they mature really, really quickly. It's not suggestible to breed them that young, but yeah. So my ones are pretty much close to 1 year old, so 11 months.
Wow.
They basically mature from between 4 to 8 months. Yeah.
We've got 4 minutes until.
I'll put it this way: the Google says this species has rapid growth rate and can very near to its adult size by around 8 months of age.
That is some serious growth. What supplements do they need along the way? Anything?
Same as, let's say, bearded dragons and everything. Calcium with every feed. Vitamin. No growth. I'm trying new ones now out, which is Neutral Bio to multivitamin with calcium. I just thought I'll try it. It's a high calcium and multivitamin mineral. Obviously, they need the UVB light, heat light, misting twice a day, and that's about it. Yep, exactly that one.
Reptiles love that shit.
Oh no, I've noticed.
Stuff. Got 3 minutes. I just swore.
Sorry, Lewis, what did you say? Yeah, that one as well. Basically, but any reptile has, they can have.
Who said what?
Not me.
Just reading the chat. No, my mum would have a heart attack. She hates snakes. I could definitely do it. I have flesh-eating beetles and bone bleach. I did a fox skeleton the other week, but my mum wouldn't let a snake in the house. Could you imagine a fox skeleton? Oh, dude. Can you imagine even trying to post something like that? I mean, how you'd have to get a specialist courier, wouldn't you?
Lots of bubble wrap.
Oh, mate, it's pretty dope, he says. Yeah, bet it is. Bet it is. We've got 2 minutes until 9 p.m. Just beware if you've got children that are watching, it's on your head if they carry on doing so, because we do swear and we do cover adult conversation. Anton, my word. Thomas, maybe Jeremy away forward. I want her arms are. This is where he dissects animals. Oh my god.
Steve's turning into Rocket.
Does that do that all night, Lewis? They're all like, where's Lewis gone? Where's the forklift driver? We'll keep pressing the button until he turns up. Yeah. Lewis is like, I've locked the door, job done.
Yeah, that my question there. That's assembly. That's that noise waiting for a driver to come.
So it is now officially 9 p.m. So you can swear away. No problem. We will be swearing on stream as well. So again, if you're underage, probably best that you don't carry on watching. And if you're watching with children, it might be a good idea to move them out of the way now, or send them to bed or something like that. You know what I mean? He's definitely had a blue barrel. Moister Clark says, everybody swear away. Be right back, getting kissed to bed, says Tash. Hey. Scott's a ginger anchor, says Craig. Anchor. Yeah, fill up the comments with moist because it's 9 o'clock. And Michael Taylor absolutely loves it when that happens as well. Look at all these bad boys.
Oi, guys.
A bad one, but...
Oi, guys, guess what?
What?
You know what I'd love to be right now? You know what I would love to be? You know what country? Take a break, guess.
Wales?
On a Jamaican beach drinking coconut water while watching the sun go down.
Yeah, that's all right. That's all right. But another country I would love to go to is Dubai.
Dubai.
Oh, yeah. No, Dubai. It's so beautiful over there. They reckon it's so beautiful. It's amazing over there. Just like the cars, the fast cars that are there, the beaches and everything. It's so nice. I was watching a
documentary, right? The super rich over there, the oil barons, will take their sports cars out, and if they crash them, they just leave them in the middle of the desert. They don't give a shit. Just like, just leave it and go home and go get another one. It's crazy. They're literally just...
Yeah, because they've got millions. They've got millions.
Teslas and stuff like that are just literally disposable toys. It's mental.
Yeah, because they don't care. They just don't care. They just don't give a shit. They just don't give a shit. They just don't care.
They've got money. If you think about it though, if you ain't got much money, you still throw away certain things, or if something breaks, you throw it in the bin instead of getting it fixed. So as soon as you get more money, those things that you just throw away become more expensive, don't they?
You don't throw nothing away.
Nope.
Everything needs to be fixed.
Yep.
One man's rubbish is another man's treasure, isn't it?
Yeah.
What's the saying?
Yeah, but between you and Lewis, everything gets fixed.
Yeah.
Lewis has got my gimbal. I can't.
You still need batteries for that.
I've got them here. I've got batteries here.
Shit.
I'll pass them you on Sunday. But I can't do those tiny screws and the delicate bits. My hands would just go bump, and it. Greece is great this time of year. Loads of mega yachts. We love googling them and guessing the price. Our record was set today with a £45 million yacht called Alanda. Hey, Patrick's back. Is it dark over there, Thomas, at this time of day, or what time is it? I think you said it was it an hour or two in front, Griggs? It's definitely those batteries though, isn't it, Lewis?
Yeah, 2 hours in front. Hey?
Hey, Balfour Town. Hey, Crows Geckos. Chilled one tonight. For anybody that's joined and kind of was expecting Hurt Mania, she's got a personal issue that's just completely unavoidable. So she will be joining a stream in the future, and I will still say please go check out Hurt Mania on Facebook. And if one of the moderators could drop that link into the chat, I would be eternally grateful as well as. She is a lovely, lovely lady, and like I said, something genuine's popped up for her, unfortunately. Gemma says, Chrissy, wake up. She's been a channel member for 9 months. I don't accept needing a big poo as an acceptable excuse not to be here, Scott. Hello, when you messing. So Lewis has just put that down into the chat. Thank you. Hey, John. Chris is Zoo on Wheels. Tara's actually just walked in here to make a cup of tea. and I made a filter coffee, so she's going to whinge about smelling coffee in a minute. Hi, Harry. I'm late. I was on a dating website. Come to Coventry. Coventry. You can just, you'll be all right. Actually, Harry, how old are you, and whereabouts in the country are you? And we'll see if there's any ladies that are around your same age in the same area.
If you look at this, I don't know what you see on this picture.
Right. Just stop putting Tara's army stickers up, right? All she's done is come into the kitchen to make a tea.
You see the baby on top of the horn?
Yes, great.
No. More.
Yes. That's the father of my chameleons. And that's how small the babies are. And you see in mine how big mine is.
Do you know we said we'd have a chameleon? When Lewis gets rid of them, they're about this big.
Smaller.
I put a picture of them up and I went, wait till Tara sees that. She's going to want about 3 or 4.
Guys.
Well, who's got the million?
By any chance, do you know what a Tygon is?
Lewis.
Tygon. Have you ever heard of a Tygon? Do you not know what it is?
Your symbol up through the chat. He's supposed to be Scott. You're supposed to be Scott's army. What's going on? Harry's in. Gooseberry. You, yes, Tasha, that's more like it. Jungle Loft, yes, Thomas, you certainly can. Send me a view of where you are in Greece at the moment. You're all traitors on Scott's army. Yeah, well, Craig, Tash did the Scott's army badge. Chris is still yet to put anything in. Did Gemma? I don't know about Gemma. I can't remember if she put anything in. Oh God, Tara's here now as well. Lewis, you're supposed to have a bro's back.
Lewis.
Yes.
Sorry, Gemma. That's not allowed.
Gemma's just filled it up. Anton's gone with the answer.
So
No,
yeah,
Gemma's
guys.
sitting in the fridge, on the fridge, in the fence.
Yeah, guys.
Yes, Aaron, you all right? And keep him Rushton.
Do you know what Tygon? Tygon. It's called a Tygon. It's a hybrid tiger. It's a hybrid. Have you ever heard of a Tygon? Do you know what it is?
A Tygon. Stuff like that. I don't. I'm not
Liger.
Breed of
Yeah,
Oh
it's
my God.
crossed. I said it's crossed with a lion and a tiger. It's called a Tygon.
That's a liger.
That's a liger. Yeah, that's where Thomas
That's
is
a
currently.
liger.
Cheers, Leah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm not.
That's
I'm
a
not
liger,
down.
but a Tygon.
Yeah, a lion with a tiger is a liger. It's called liger. But
Right. So
Tasha.
just say if you get a tiger, a female tiger,
Yeah.
and a lion, you breed them two. You breed those two.
You get a liger.
You get a Tygon.
It's a liger.
It's still a liger.
No, it's not. Honestly, I'm telling you the truth.
Maybe
It's not.
Maybe some people call it Tigons, or they call it ligers. Oh no, Greg says depends which is the female and which is the male. If it's a female tiger and male
That's
lion,
what exactly.
Tygon. If it's a
Yeah.
female lion and male tiger, it's a liger. Oh, I do apologise, then, Aaron.
That's what I'm saying. That's what it is. Yeah, it's a Tygon. Like I said, yeah, there is a thing called a Tygon. I never even knew that. I don't know why. I just didn't even know it. But there is one in Dubai. They got one over there. Yeah. Yeah, they got one over there in Dubai, a Tygon, and it looks the most beautifulest animal I've ever seen. The colours of it. It's got a mane like a lion. Still got the mane, but it is a big cat though. It's a big type of cat.
Jeremy, what truth spider stock are you taking to Brighton? Oh, coffee would be amazing, Scott. Mate. Doesn't beat the tea, but it is close. Lewis loves the coffee here. He buzzes his. Last time me and Lewis had coffee here, we were buzzing our tits off for about an hour.
Yeah, well, we made a proper coffee out of it.
It was the espresso stuff. We were drinking like it was like literally like half a pint at a time almost, like a cup full of espresso.
Is that finished?
Yeah. Hey, Tarantula Rookie. Send me one through Royal Mail and I may get it when it strikes. I know, yeah. Don't get me started on the Royal Mail strikes. Have they finally sent Liz Truss home, by the way, or is she still pretending to be a Prime Minister? Hey, Darren.
Don't put your link in.
Bears, polar bear and grizzly bear mix. Why aren't people just happy with nature doing its thing? And Scott, I'll be bringing the fishing spiders, slings in small groups from 2 different. And the red fangs as well. How much are you doing the red fang slings for, Jeremy? If I'm Tara's staring at me because we're a bit strapped for cash for the moment. She's like, all right, isn't it your bedtime, babe? It's happening in the wild due to habitat loss. Oh, that makes sense now. Nice one.
Yeah, that's another true thing, you know, guys.
I just think the juggling or something.
They're saying that the polar bears have been entering grizzly bear territories somewhere in Canada. Apparently, certain brown bears have been mixing genes with polar bears. Crossbreeding. It's happened.
It's like Leah said. Leah said the habitat's getting smaller, so that makes perfect sense now. Now I understand it.
Yeah, follow.
We're getting sent.
Yeah, over Canada though, people have been seeing these white bears.
And yeah, trusses. Oh, I can't stand the woman either. Really can't. In the UK, we have 50 species of dung beetles. Mark, I've just put it to the chat. And literally, my last comment in chat was the link for StreamYard. You can put it in again. Chrissy for PM. Yeah, I'd vote for Chris.
So would I.
Tara would as well.
Far enough.
Because I'd also vote for Lewis. And the reason for, he's a very down-to-earth guys, but they are both exceptionally quietly intelligent, very surprisingly intelligent as well. When you get talking to them, they don't just take the mickey. They are very, very intelligent people. And Chris gets quite embarrassed when you mention him and intelligence. Honestly, fuck the Tories. 12 years of power and they ducked the economy in 39 days. I think they just they chuck Truss in literally just to gain a lot of money from the government, and then they can blame it on her when they fuck her off and bring somebody else in. Do you get it?
Mm-hmm.
What Leah's doing.
Yep, I've seen Leah's good work.
Ba-boom.
Aaron.
It is good working.
Hi, Gemma.
Hello.
Your wall's the same colour as my hair.
Hello, Gemma.
I did paint the wall just because of your hair. Hiya.
You painted the wall because of my hair?
Yeah, I just thought, you know what? Need to have blue wall just for Scott's hair.
How's your other half?
He's in. He's made up with the kittens. Bleed really well.
The funny part was about all this PM
Okay.
stuff and everything. There was a petition to call for general election, and they did the discussion. The petition received 400,000 votes, so it has to be discussed with Parliament. And the discussion was booked for yesterday when the PM questions was booked in. They
She
knew
did
that they booked the PM questions the same time as the petition was supposed to be talked over about the general election. Nobody turned up.
She didn't turn up.
Nobody turned up.
You know what to do when they don't think
You want to have a go at being Prime Minister? They should literally
no
just go
one wants
around.
that job.
So basically, people voted in the petitions.org, or how it's called, the website. You could vote for general election. There was 400 signatures, and they just booked the same time the PM questions, so they don't need to go to the. There was not a single member of Parliament in the.
No worries, Anton. So this is why we need to have Prime Minister Exo King Chris. Exo Kings are Exo terrors on every doorstep.
Everybody who votes for him gets a chameleon.
I won't have enough.
Yes, Matt. Exactly, Matt. Is your other half still drawing away, Gemma?
Yes, he is. It's what keeps him sane.
Those pictures and the drawings he does are insane. Have you got any?
I haven't got any to hand actually, which is odd because if it was in the other room, I've got the one where he's done all our dogs. He's so clever. But he's one of those people. He's just like he won't take the easy route out. He's got to do it the right way. He was doing my godson the other day, and he was like, "This jumper's a pain." I said, "Well, just put another jumper on him." I said, "I'll just pretend he's got wearing just a one colour jumper." He's like, "No."
Yeah, the drawings I've seen him do are just incredible, absolutely incredible.
But to be honest, he taught himself how to draw. He taught himself how to play the guitar. When I met him, he didn't cook, and he taught himself how to cook. And everything everything he does it really well, and it's sickening. I went to lessons to play the guitar for like months and months and months, and once I'd learned, everything sounded like 10 in the bed. Oh, I don't think I've got a musical bone in my body. So, no,
Dishes, guys. I've got remount.
Oh, beauty, man. Beauty.
Yep.
Oh.
Let me flick you up here.
Yes, get a bigger screen, yeah.
There you are, big screen.
Big screen for Big Snake. Aaron, that's gorgeous.
This is bigger. It's quite big. I've got the other one, but my little sister's got the other one at the minute, so I'll try and get that one off her in a minute.
Chris is on.
I'll try and get the other one off her. Yeah.
That is a beautiful.
They are such lovely snakes. They're so docile.
Where there?
Aaron, Chris's house over.
I remember forgetting I had my royal round my neck once and answering the door because I'd been doing the housework, and it was just like a sleeve around my neck, and I answered the door with it, and thankfully it was somebody I knew, but it could be.
My friend's dad, when we were growing up, when we were sort of, well, I say growing up, we were 18, 19. When salesmen used to come round knocking people's doors, he was a big fat bloke, covered in tattoos, so he'd answer the door, stark bollock naked, with his royal round his neck, purely because he was getting that fed up of salesmen and that keep knocking doors. So he did feel a bit guilty when the Samaritans not once, but you know he did give them money.
Well, there you go. That's it. You saw.
This is like 20, 25 years ago now.
Oh, pies, Aaron. That's lovely.
Yes, a male. This one, yeah. This one's a boy. That's the female. Yeah, she's the girl. That's the boy. He's the male. He's the male one. He's the boy.
Oh.
Are you looking at breeding them, Aaron?
I am looking at breeding them, definitely. I definitely will be breeding them. Definitely. Be very careful, girl. What are you doing? Yeah, I will be breeding this too. I will be breeding.
Mark's just put the GoFundMe link into the chat for Leah to get her a much needed mobility scooter. Yeah, well, we are into at the moment, so give it a bit further into the month with our 12 on that one. But if anybody could just click on that, even a pound or two is absolutely phenomenal. It took, I know it took her a long time to do that GoFundMe.
That owl before that she's burned, pirate, whatever. That's amazing.
Arizonas, Jeremy.
Thing,
are they scorpions or proper scorpions or adults? Oh, I better not look. Swing.
One more thing, guys, quick.
It's going to be skins.
Just quickly, one more thing.
The
there they are. The piranhas. Red bellies.
They are gorgeous.
They get big. They've grown. They've gone quite big.
What are you feeding them, Aaron?
Both adults.
I'll give them obviously mates. Just mates. Obviously
Cheers,
mates.
Chris.
Obviously food. Yeah, mates.
Yeah.
I'll feed them on mates.
Aaron,
yeah.
They will get 3 or 4 times that size.
Yeah, they are going to get big. They will grow. Yeah, I do know they are. They're going to get bigger. Yeah.
I know it does take them a while in captivity.
Yeah. I've got a very funny feeling. I think some of these might be coming into breeding season. It looks like they might. Some of them have been acting a bit strange. I think they might be coming into breeding season. I think they might be because they do look like they're getting older for it. Do you think?
Tara's laughing at me because I've just turned my microphone off to fart and then turned it back on again.
They're young sub-adults. They're sub-adults. They're young.
I don't know
Could be ready to breed.
how. I don't know how the piranhas kind of do their mating courtship, but the majority of fish, the male will go up to the female and vibrate, and then the female.
Yeah, I've seen that. I've seen how they breed. Yeah.
Yeah. Then
I've seen that myself.
Then the female will then develop eggs inside her, lay them. The male will then go over the top of the eggs and fertilise them. But piranhas, I don't know. I don't know how they got to farting fake bird Smurf. Oh my god! At least I turned the mic off.
I'd have been alright.
I turned the mic off, right? Fired, and Tara just burst out laughing over there.
I'd have been alright if I didn't have a mouthful of teeth.
It says, but it says on the internet. It says something. It says something like that they stay in a pair.
No, they have an orgy, according to Jeremy. The piranha will group spawn. The females drop the eggs, and the males will release the sperm. Welcome back, Jackson. Everyone likes.
Also, what they do reckon is, they reckon when they breed, the two pairs stay together, but they keep the other ones away from them. So the male will go on the defensive. He will go on aggressive. He'll get aggressive, and then the female will get aggressive and keep them away. You know? Yeah.
I thought they were pretty aggressive on their own.
There is one in here, though. He acts very aggressive. He acts very aggressive towards the other one. So he could be a male. He could be a male. Who knows?
How many are in there, Aaron?
I've only got 5. 5 of them now. I
the dominant
I had
male.
9 of them,
The colours
but
will
the
pop.
rest got eaten.
Steve just donated a lot of money.
Go,
My uncle-
Steve. Which
Thank you.
Steve?
W.
Who used to have piranhas, and he used to let me pick the goldfish that went in to play with them, and then we go out and have our tea. And when we got back, the goldfish had always gone back into the other tank.
In the UK, it is it's illegal to feed a live fish. But I had RTC, I had arowana, I had a peacock bass. I put goldfish in with them, and just to see if they'd live together, and they did for about 20 seconds.
Yeah, one of my friends put guppies in the water bowl.
Yeah, you say that, Scott. But even if you tell like certain places what you've got, they'll still pay you.
Yeah, one of my friends put the guppies in the water bowl with the snake. What was the snake? Oh, that's totally gone out of my head now. Garter, and it wasn't nice. It was like something out of Jurassic Park. It looked like the
I hate this fun.
it looked like when they stake out the poor goat for the T-Rex. It was just there was movement in the bushes, and then
Yeah,
flying everywhere.
you certainly can. Thomas is going to send a picture of his arowana. I think we'll move on from the live feeder because
Yeah, they're good. They're good fish arowanas. There's one in my local pet store. There's one where I know. They've got one in my local pet store. They've got one for sale.
That's Anton's at the moment.
Oh.
It's only illegal to feed vertebrates if you do it for entertainment purposes. Same as live feeding snake. Yeah. I just we'll just move on from the live feeding chat, I think.
Oh.
Phone's doing the head.
Yeah. There is one where I'm at. There's one where I'm at though, guys. It's my local. It's not my local aquatics. It's in Dorking Way. It's in Guildford. It's my local fish place. Yeah, it's got an arowana in there.
I don't know what
It's
happened.
quite a big arowana. He's actually quite big. Near enough fully grown, I'd say.
I can't keep fish. They never stay alive.
All right, Thomas is. No, not yet. I have literally just put the StreamYard chat. Arowana, Scott, can I send you? Yeah, of course you can. Night, Greg.
Night, Greg.
Send
Night,
it
Greg.
out. I'm literally just waiting for it to come.
Like Greg, yeah. Like Greg.
How long did you have the red fang for, Scott?
I can't join, says Leah. Why? The red fang lasted, I think it was 2 weeks after the last show, but it was a mature male, so it could, yeah. So to be fair, Bugnut gave it me really cheap.
Yeah.
So he went in with the female. The female's still in there. She's still going well. The H Bowie that passed away, I think it was about 3 days after the show. But with TSS, I find that they get a shipment in, and then the next minute, they're on the website dead quick. So what they should do is really hold them back for a week before they start, putting them up for sale. But that looked like it was going to be a mature male next molt. But it never ate. It drank a lot, but it never ate. But what I've been chatting to a few people about the Bowies that have got a lot of experience, and they were saying they are just exceptionally fragile spiders. And for that reason alone, I don't think I'd buy another one from TSS. I think I'd go for a captive bred.
Yeah.
Because I know there's some captive bred specimens coming into the hobby soon.
The best way if you can. But to be honest, though, I think that it's like the jumping spiders, isn't it? You get rather attached to them, and there they are gone.
Again, the thing with the jumping spiders, I'm not into jumping spiders too much, but I hear people like crossbreeding them and selling them and doing all sorts of strange things. Harry, when is Tony getting the true spiders? Venomous Visions? I don't know. I ain't got a clue. Jeremy in chat breeds them, and then he put them out at a show. Bugnut gets them in a lot, and so does TSS. As for Tony, I don't know if Tony will be getting any more. I haven't got a clue. You'll have to message him. Jeremy, my group of Bowie, all past which is gutting. Really wanted to captive breed them. Exactly. They're just extremely, extremely fragile, aren't they, Jeremy? The bigger the fish tank, the easier it is. Dark Reptiles, unfortunately, because you're underage, you can't now join because we swear after 9. Unfortunately, mate. So anybody under the age of 18 can't come up. Whose YouTube channel is that, Craig, that you just stuck in? He says, I'm going to have to start charging Craig for advertisement. Like, you know.
Or you could just ask him to be nice. Stop picking on Chrissy.
Dark, I can't agree to you being under 18 to come on and then not allow somebody else that was asking who's under 18 to come on. Do you know what I mean? Scott, did you see my comment about the Air On? I did, Thomas. I'm waiting for your message to come through. Oh my word.
Frankenstein, don't.
That's not a nice thing to say about Matt, Gemma.
Yeah, Gemma.
As soon as Matt comes
he's here. Matt. I hate Matt. I do not like him.
Harry, there isn't any DWA on the spider shop, mate.
I'm just glad Matt got his bedroom done before he got into trouble. Got to keep your bedrooms tidy. You too, Erin.
Oh, you all right?
Oh, I got you, Thomas. You can't find the picture. What's going on, Matt?
Not a lot. Just got back from judo.
The only other person to have a better beard than me, as well as Phil.
I have no idea what's going on with my Amelia right now, but it's in a very weird spot. It's on
Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Anybody in chat might be able to help. Who knows?
Who knows?
Hey, up, there he is. There's the Aaron.
Check this out. Don't know what it's doing. Just being very odd. Where are we? Come on. Where are we? No, this way, this way, this way. Where are
Maybe
you?
he's doing yoga.
He's trying, I think. I'm not going to mess with it too much.
Harry, TSS, they don't sell DWA, mate. DWA full stop, mate. I don't know where you're getting that information from.
Horrible.
Is that kind of mold there, Matt?
Is it
No,
mold?
but it's not. I don't think it's ready to. So if it does molt, it's going to be weird.
Matt, while you're here, remember when we did a live stream where it was just me and you and Ellie?
Mm-hmm.
I've got to apologise massively to you because I weren't well and I was in a lot of pain. So I do apologise, but I would love to have you on again and redo that live.
You don't have to apologise to me, Scott. I knew you were struggling, mate.
That was an understatement.
those little man bags, they're important.
I'll tell you what, I have never ever been in so much pain in my life. Ellie has just dropped in to chat Ellie's channel link and as well as Mark's. If you could drop in Erin's and Tarantula Rookies as well, that would be absolutely awesome. Oh, I need to get my live chat on. There we go. Now I can see more of the chat. Matt looks like a drunk high Santa in that light. No offense, I love it. Says Dark Reptile. Have you ever seen Bad Santa?
Trust me, it's not the it's not the first time I've been referred to as Santa. That's for sure. You know, I did actually try to dye the beard completely white for Christmas one year, and I just couldn't because I think you have to bleach it first and then dye it. I couldn't. It went.
I tried to do that with my hair and it didn't work. I bleached it and then I put the white in and it just wouldn't take.
Yeah, it's weird.
Maybe just try with the beard again this time, Gemma. It might go for you. Gemma, previously Inverts channel member.
I'll do it after you've done it.
Guys, you call that a cat? This is my cat.
Yours is good.
I'm a cute cat. Look, here she is.
Yeah.
Paris.
He's not a cat. He's just a kitten. He's got to grow into being a cat.
I've got the grey coming now, Matt. I have.
Happens to us all, mate.
I've got it coming here, and then I've got it at the side. But it's other people seem to think that I've got an issue with it, and I'm like, I don't. I'm
just
43.
go with it. Just go. The only thing I do
is going to go
this out because this is like.
It looks distinguished.
Yeah, exactly. It's like it's called age. You go grey. And
what's weird, what you'll find though is the grey grows faster than the normal hair. So I get like massive wings coming out here with the grey. You have to keep trimming that back.
My issue at the moment is this bit is that long, and the stuff coming out the back.
Yep.
Is like down here, and it's like, well, why don't this grow that quick?
Yep. All the time, mate.
It's there.
I got told today I'm too old for green hair.
What?
They've just got to say it's working in a betting shop. They've got to say something.
They can't. It's discrimination. They can't even mention you got green hair.
Yeah, I got called into my boss's office once because I went in with a wet shaved head, and he said it was too short for a office look. So I told him I was ill, and that shut him up. You should have just literally grew it round the hair, round like that, and just left it to grow a bit longer, and then see what they say. Tie the beard on top. But yeah,
if this bit starts going back on mine, I'm going to go for that look because I think it's such a clean look.
Can't be as bad as me. I had a phone call off Layla's school yesterday about the job that I applied for. Because I've got piercings in my face and tattoos on my hands, I can't have a job.
Oh, you're joking!
Bad influence on the children.
That's working with the children at Layla's school.
Wow.
But they are stuck up their own arses there, to be honest.
That's ridiculous.
It's nice to see you as well, Reptiles. It has been a while.
We had years and years in our place where we weren't allowed to dye our hair any unnatural colours. So as soon as we were allowed to dye our hair unnatural colours, mine's been everything.
This is the first time I've dyed it. Previous to that, I had long hair down here, and I had it all braided, and then all the little ends, they were all different colours. And then I've had highlights and stuff in it, but this is only first time it's actually gone a different colour. But even though it is blue for autism, obviously, but something else is going to be happening to the hair, which we'll probably see in videos next week.
Ooh!
So,
You do tease.
but the blue is staying. That's all I'm saying.
My son dug this out of me
Guys,
the other day.
Oh,
Is that you,
Yeah,
mate?
this is the thing.
17-year-old me.
young and innocent.
I doubt if he was innocent. there's not a 17, 18-year-old on the planet with a guitar in their hands that is innocent.
No, they're all
Oh,
tucked
they-
behind the ears. Yeah.
They are if all they can play is 10 in the bed.
Mark, I was going to dye my hair, but I need to find some first.
Like
He'd be there with the blue hair dye going. Yeah.
and plait it.
When Mark
I've not
stained the front of his
hair,
boxers,
but I've
I
never
know
been able
why.
to grow it since the military. And certain jobs I've worked up until the last couple of years, I started growing the beard. Jackson's, thank you so much for your service, mate. Appreciate it. Lupang, same Mark, but Lewis has got the beard. If he can't dye it, he's got no hair on top, but he could dye the beard, couldn't he?
No, it's not allowed.
Yeah.
I look nothing like Jaden, Philip, thank you.
He's not allowed to dye his beard.
He could do his armpits for charity.
He's good how he is.
Where's the mute button for Ellie? Let's just.
Ellie has spoken.
Ellie has spoken, yeah.
That's another thing, though, guys. That's another thing I want to say. You know, we're in the year 2022 now, though, aren't we? We're in the newer years now, ain't we? And they're still not allowing certain things to be brought to school, like piercings and tattoos, and I mean, like, we're in the newer years. We're not in the old century.
They're stuck up their own asses. They are stuck up their own asses. I mean, when I was at school, I remember teachers smoking pipes and stuff like that. It's like, what's the fucking difference?
Teachers used to go to the pub at dinner times, and then they'd come back, and you could smell it on them.
When I was in middle school, the class next to me, Mr. Oldham, yeah, he literally used to sit in class with a pipe, smoking on his pipe, and it wasn't breaking the law as such. It was just like something you didn't do at the time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But this was still the times when, you know, your parents would have a cigarette with the ashtray in the front room. And it weren't till I think I was 15, 16 when they stopped smoking, and that all went out then.
No, I don't understand nowadays with like tattoos and piercings and that, they're everywhere, so it is kind of the norm. So
I had my nipple pierced in 1993.
I had mine done. I think it was 97, and I got some very strange.
Do you remember it was the year that so basically back then it was Guns N' Roses had released Use Your Illusion 1 and 2.
1 and 2.
And Axl Rose had his done. So me being a knobhead just followed him.
thank heaven he hadn't had anything else done.
I had mine done down in Cornwall, right? And I always remember it because I was at that age, I was 19, I was scared of needles, and I'd gone in to see this tattooist, and this tattooist, Tara, shut your ears, was absolutely gorgeous at the time. I was 19, she must have been about 26, covered in tattoos and piercings. So we were in Cornwall for the first time, me and my mate, like, you know, lads rockery type holiday, and both of us were like, ooh. And I went in and I was telling her, I said, I really want it done, but I'm really like, I don't do needles. And then she says, just keep coming in. We'll keep talking about it while you're on holiday and see how it goes. And I went in about 4 or 5 times. And in the end, she was like, look, go down to the pub, go and have a couple of whiskeys or something, get yourself some Dutch courage, come back up. So I did. And I still remember sitting in that chair going, oh, shit. And she literally grabbed my head, stuck it in her chest, and then pierced my needle. I was well happy. Like I was literally 19 with my head in a 26-year-old person's chest, having my nipple pierced, being wow.
That's customer service for you.
I just remember. I remember doing a box of Anodin on the way home on the train.
No. Yeah.
I got the top of my ear pierced, and while we were there was somebody who had a vampire's kiss piercing in the throat.
Layla's just handed me a load of certificates she's got.
Read the thing on the first one.
Has graduated as an industrial cadet at Challenger level.
Yeah, I graduated.
Oh.
I don't have to go to school anymore. Let's go.
Nice try.
Terry pays his tattooist in kind. Yeah, I was going to alternative inverts to have a few of my tattoos, but since that one, I haven't bothered because half the ink's come out on the blackout.
My tattooist is a good guy. He does.
He was still training at the time, so I can't complain too much.
He does Connor Ben and Nigel Ben's tattoos as well, like the boxers. Yeah, my tattooist is good. He's good. Luckily, I got to make really good friends with him before he became really, really like popular. So at least I don't have to pay his current rates. No way I could afford him these days.
I've only got the one tattoo, but I'm going back for another one hopefully soon.
I've only got one, but it goes from my wrist all the way down to my hip.
But going back to like a school saying, like you can't wear tattoos and you can't have piercings and stuff like this. What the fuck do they do when a child turns around and says I'm non-binary? Do they say, "Oh, go home because you can't have that view"? What do they do when a male goes to school and says, "Can you please call me Miss?" Or can you refer to me as being, them and use these pronouns with me? If they can't even allow a teacher in school with piercings.
You know for well they'll have a meltdown. They can't even deal with bullying probably, can they? So they'll have a meltdown and anything else.
Well, that's
the school Layla's at, they can't deal with bullying. I'll deal with it for her. And if we get in trouble for it, till shit, I don't give a fuck.
One of the old Ofsted rules for bullying, or the advice for bullying, was to sit the victim and the bully down together and talk about how it makes them feel. It's like, what on earth are you talking about? Yeah.
That still happens in 2022. They offered that to Layla and she went, no.
Mediation.
Yeah, I know.
Why would you want to sit in the same room as somebody that's bullied you and intimidated you? And like Tyra's said, they call it mediation.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
Yeah, exactly.
And, it's like when I went to see her teacher, because of it's one of the best schools, right? Public schools in the UK, but where it's situated is one of the roughest areas in Coventry. And I walked in and I said, right, mate, I said, we need a conversation. And this is to the head of year. And he looked at me and he says, oh, I've got to go and do this with the kids because it's, they're finishing school. I went, no, mate. I said, I need to have this conversation about Larry Peters. And he literally said, well, we can have it here in reception. Or, he said, we can basically have it here in the reception. And I went, look, you sure? I went, because I'd rather it go somewhere private. And he went, no, we're all right here. And I said, okay. I said, if one of your fucking students touches my fucking daughter again, I said, I'm going to come in here. And if you don't sort it out straight away, I will go and see their fucking parents, mate. And he was like, and I went, I did tell you, I'll give you the option of going in a side room or having a conversation here. I said, and it was your decision to have it here, knowing the fact that I'm pissed off. And he's got kids and teachers walking past and all the rest of it. And
he probably wanted witnesses. He probably felt scared, Scott.
Well, in the end, he kind of sat down. He says, I know what you mean. He says, you tell her to plug this back in because she's unplugged it in there. In the end, he was like, oh, yeah, I've got a daughter myself. I know how you feel, blah, 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 blah. He says, I'd be upset in your position. And I said to him, I said, mate, I did quite a long time being homeless, on drugs, kicking the fuck out of people that pissed me off and all the rest of it, being a nasty bastard, just outside of this school, messing around with every single gang and all the rest of it. You can see on a daily basis walk past your school. I went, you grew up with a silver spoon in your mouth, seeing fuck all, doing fuck all. I said, we've got two completely different backgrounds. Your background is probably to sit back and write a letter. I said, mine is to confront. And if somebody comes from my family, mate, I said, don't give a fuck how old they are. I went, it gets sorted, and it gets sorted straight away. And I went, and as I can see now, you need to sort this problem out. I mean, because if you don't, I said, I have to. I said, it's in me to go and knock their door and speak to their parents. I said, yes, it will be politely, but if they start pissing me off, it certainly won't be. I mean, because it's my stepdaughter, but that is my daughter. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And what do you do when it comes to family and friends? There isn't any barriers.
The interesting thing, Connor's obviously he's in sixth form now with his school, but he's obviously, because he's 17. The way teachers deal with it is a little bit different for them, because basically the teachers have told them, look, if you literally beat the shit out of somebody, we'll turn a blind eye. It's like, seriously, I'd rather not deal with it. It's ridiculous.
I remember going home to my mum, and I must have been about 6 with 2 black eyes, because the lads in the year above me had given me a smack. So my mum wrote a letter. So
I got bullied in middle school, and I remember going home with a black eye, and literally my mum was like, "What's happened?" And I remember crying, and I remember my stepdad just literally grabbing me, pinning me, and saying, "If you don't sort this out, I will kick the fuck out of you." And this is in middle school. The following day, the bully, I hit him because I got scared of my stepdad, and then he hit the floor, and I thought, well, I better do a good job to make sure. So I jumped on top of him, like my stepdad told me to, punched him a few more times, stood back up, and I thought that was the end of it. Yeah, I went home with a letter, gave the letter to my mum. My stepdad read it, and because I was getting in at school, I still got the kicking off the stepdad anyway.
my stepdad was lovely, and he was very upset when my mum wrote a letter. My dad was like, he would have gone down, but he was
No,
kind of soft.
I'm not allowed to. I've been banned. I'm not allowed to.
When we were growing up as kids, the stepdad was a knob. He was getting bullied at his workplace, and he took it out on me. My brother, that was his, obviously not. But then when I got into my teenage years, things happened. We had an argument. I threatened him, and it all changed. And he'd become quite a nice guy after that. But my word, growing up, he was an absolute dickhead.
I was very lucky. My stepdad was he was one of the best people I've ever known. My dad, it was interesting. But so I'm quite happy that it was my stepdad that raised me. And he didn't show any difference between me and his kids when they came along. So I was very, very lucky in that respect.
Well, I think if people have always said, "Oh, well, if you get with the woman, if they've got kids, you take the woman on, you take the kids on." It's like, well, hold on a minute. No, you fall in love with the woman, but then you fall in love with their kids as well, in a family sense, obviously.
Yeah.
And yeah. I mean, Layla's not my blood, but my God, she is my daughter, and that's pretty much how it goes.
Yeah, I mean, my family situation was the fact that when my mum met my dad, it was like it was a package deal, and I call him a dad. I don't refer to him as anything else. Like,
yeah, I do.
It was a package deal between my mum and me and my mum, with him. And to be honest, I've never even met my dad. Never even bothered looking for him. So.
I'm too nosy, so I met my dad just before my 40th birthday. But to be honest, I was glad about it, because I think sometimes you think what they're like and everything, and maybe life would have been different. And now I know him, I'm thinking, yeah, I got the best end of that.
Yeah, I'm not interested. The person who raised me as their own son is like, he's never made me ever think, why would I want to? Do you know what I mean? It's like,
yeah.
He's done a good enough job with me that I would never want to sort of rock the boat, and why should I? Because
yeah.
For me, it's a little. I get it with other people, but for me, my view of it, my situation was why rock the boat? Because it's not fair. It's a bit disrespectful to him, because he's raised me since I was like 2 years old.
Yeah. Well, my stepdad, he passed away So I wouldn't have done it if he'd have still been here, because then that's, as you say, it might have hurt him. So, but to be honest, I think I'd have still gone back to him and say, thank you for being here, because he's an idiot.
My stepdad basically just blagged his work to the court. So my mum took him to court and all sorts, and he had 13 grand's worth of maintenance wiped off because he managed to blag that. Now this is. I mean, I'm 43, so this is going back 30 plus years. So 13 grand then was a hell of a lot. It was years and years and years of maintenance, yeah. And I finally met him when I was 26, and he turned around and he went, "Oh yeah, your mum would never let me see you." And I looked at him and I went, "You're taking a fucking piss." I went, "Because I've got all the court paperwork that my mum's gave me." I went, "There's so much evidence there to say it was you that actually refused to see me." I said, "But I'm 26. We're at this position we are now. Let's get have a little chat and all the rest of it." So we did, and I went up seeing him. He come down and seen me, and then he went, "Oh, I'll phone you on Monday," and he never did. He's on my Facebook, and look, it will send me like weird attachments every now and again, and that's about it. And then on my birthday, he commented. People had put happy birthday on Facebook, and somebody had done it, and then he replied under their comment saying happy birthday, I do love you, son. I'm thinking, you don't know who the fuck I am.
Yeah.
You don't even know how many grandkids you got. How can you make such a statement?
Well, that's it. My dad, he was like in the army and everything, and he was if you talk to him, it's like, I don't take any rubbish from anyone. And he turned around and said, I would have come to see you, but I was nervous of your nan and granddad. Now, my granddad, bless him, was like 5 foot, no teeth, bald, and
you're not
kind of blind. I mean, nan had a heart condition, and I'm like, how are you nervous of that? Because I didn't want to cause trouble, and I didn't want to end up fighting them. And I was like, but it's all right. We chat now and then, and he gives me a guilt trip every now and then because I won't go and see him because we haven't got a car. But it's like he's never been up to Liverpool to see me, so.
I was blessed with the most wonderful mum anybody could have on the planet. I went through drugs, being homeless, took money off her, told her it was something else, I was spending it on drugs and stuff. She does know that. I have told, obviously came true and told her what was going on sort of 8-9 years ago. But she's always been there. She's always stood with me. And growing up, I had the incredible pleasure of having 2 of the most wonderful people I've ever met in my life as grandparents. My nan and my granddad were absolutely amazing people.
My nan was like just fabulous. I love them both. They lived with us until they passed. But absolutely great. My mum's interesting, and we've had years where we haven't spoken. At the moment, we're getting on quite well. But we've had we've had interesting. But this is the thing: the arguments we've had and the times like we spent apart, and she's like this Christian person who, and the things like she's like stopped talking to me about. Like, I was there when my stepdad died. I didn't tell her I was there. When she found out, she threw me out. Stuff like that. And you're thinking, the people I know with piercings and tattoos are absolutely lovely people. People that go to the church and they can be such hypocrites at times. You're sitting there going, Mum, just. But life is life, and I've always had good friends around me.
Tara's just come up as being a channel member for 17 months. It says something when the wife's a channel member, doesn't it?
Don't you have to times that by 7 because she puts up with you as well?
There's been months where I've paid for it and she's gone, "Oh, you've just paid for my channel member." I've gone, "What?" Scott W says, "I've got 6 kids, but only 1 biological. All the others know me, so you've got 6 kids. Full stop." That's how it is. That is how it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Scott. Scott,
Yes, Aaron.
put me on big screen quick. Put me on big screen quick.
You're on big screen. You love that big screen, don't you, Aaron?
Yeah.
Oh.
Look what she's doing. she's just like, get off me.
So Erin has won the cute pick of the night competition.
Oh.
Boom. My boom.
1 second, Erin.
Just
Hey, Jack.
He's gorgeous. Hi, Jack.
You alright? You alright,
How are
mate?
you?
I'm fine. I did have a cat on my back, but she's buggered off now.
Yeah. Frankenstein's gone to see what trouble he can cause.
Oh, God, yeah. I said when they're little, they're bloody everywhere. But she was just on my shoulder. She gets on my shoulder, and she's a big cat because she's half Bengal and half tabby. She's fucking huge.
We've got a couple of stray crickets all over the place, so the kittens love them.
Oh, they will do, because they'll be like, woohoo, free roaming things to kill.
But I think it's when they catch them and they move again, they like sort of jump back and go, ooh.
Oh no, mine know it now, so they just know to beat them up and then eat them, and then all you hear is crunch, crunch, crunch. I'm like, oh no, they found live food again.
Yeah. It's extra protein.
Yeah, it could be something. Oh, my room's a tip. My other half has decided to go and buy the brand new Xbox. So he's discarded me with his Xbox One. And it's like, well, hang on a minute, I've not even been on my PS4 in ages. And now you've dumped me with your Xbox One now. But I probably won't see him for ages because he's probably too busy playing on his new console now. So I was just lifting it up because one of the cats just knocked it over.
Cheers, Dark. I have no idea. That looks a lot of money, mate. I have no idea what that is in UK.
What's that? It must be around about a 5 because if it wouldn't be in green, would it? It's got to be close to our currency, I reckon.
Hi guys, it's been a bit but planning to become a regular again to show my appreciation to you. Here's this little blob, don't know. Much love. Thank you, bro, so much. The support is absolutely crazy. It's £3.50. Thank you, dude. Appreciate it. The support is not just for my channel, but for everybody's channel is just bonkers. Bonkers amazing.
Scott, look, I finished my picture.
Oh, I'm a tattoo store here.
Actually, you'll be fine at the moment, Scott. That's,
very nice. I like that.
Lovely.
£5.
That is nice.
Is it?
Yeah, 65 sec is £5 at the moment with the current exchange rate.
Thank you.
Wow, thank you so much, Dar Reptiles. But Dar, you're a young lad. Please don't donate no more. That is more than enough.
Mark, the reason people follow you, dude, is because your channel's awesome and you're a wholesome guy. That's why people follow you.
Oh, sat in a flat.
I think it's I think it's the channels. The channels are all.
Yeah. Oh, the group. I mean, Mark always says he doesn't deserve his followers and stuff, but he's like literally probably the most wholesome human being I've ever met in my life.
Mark is so nice and he's so calm when things go wrong. And it's just like he doesn't scream, he doesn't, and that sort of makes you feel a bit better. So if he can deal with it like that, then maybe you can. Maybe.
I doubt it.
when the spiders go up his arms and everything, he's fine about it. He's like, and I'm like,
What spider was it?
Didn't one of the Balfouri get out? He ended up with the Balfouri somewhere, but Mark's just calm. Yeah.
Don't you find though, you sit there watching like Dave's videos and they're all like calm and he's like got his cricket tub over the top and it's still calm and he's moving. And I was thinking to myself the other day, the thing is most of the ones you see on the videos are large juvies, sub-adults, adults, and a lot of spiders do calm down a little bit when they get to that size, you know. When you're dealing with a 2 centimetre Marshalli that just literally wants to throw hands and fly around your room at 200 miles an hour.
Do you not think Dave dopes them up?
Did you see the
very, very calm?
doesn't it? That's why he gives camera lady the slings.
Yeah, he does. They're too frickety, aren't they? Just like, gone.
I think he just burns some pot in there just before he goes into, and that's all the spiders are spaced out because they are all so calm. Even ones he's like just got in, and they just walk in.
I've just seen that, Lewis. That is another massive donation, dude. That is awesome. Awesome.
What? You want? You're coming up? You're going to make me sweat, lady, because you're a very, very big kitty.
What's it standing at the moment, Leah?
Good girl.
170. 170. So still 830 to go.
Jeez. Sorry, I've got my 50th going next month, so I've got no pennies.
I'm jobless at the moment, so Brighton's going to be Brighton on benefits.
Don't sell your beard.
OnlyFans in person outside the front.
Scott.
Get entrance ticket.
It just depends what happens between now and then, to be honest.
Oh.
Yeah, so you was talking about the half-breed cats, yeah. There's this one, yeah. Like I said, this one here, this is her son. Oh, he's a bit thingy in a minute, but yeah, that's her son.
That was it.
I'll show you quick, yeah. Put me on big screen one more time, Scott. Put me one more time, big screen.
You love the big screen, don't you?
So like I said, yeah, that one there.
Eddie loves the big screen.
Give him the bird, Leah.
I said, yeah, he's gone behind there. Like I said, so yeah, like I said, yeah. That's the mother, I'll say, yeah, that's the mum. He's the son. He's gone behind it. But he is half Bengal, half Scottish fold. He's half crossbreded. He's half. Yeah.
You are my baby, let me go.
Yeah. For the channel members as well, there's going to be a channel member live this weekend, Sunday.
Sunday, cool. Yeah.
But it'll be in the afternoon, so it won't be on the evening because the AKAC is on the evening.
He's gorgeous, Aaron.
But it would just be like just a bit of an informal chat, so you can ask me anything, and we'll just get to know each other a bit more. I think.
But we can't talk to you.
So you can ask me any questions you want.
Interrogate you.
Yeah, we're going to interrogate him. Like, Scott, are you a pain in the bum? Right.
No, I'm not a pain in the bum. I've got numbing cream and Vaseline, so that's fine now.
Oh, me. No. Seriously. Fucking hell, man. I've got to put this off. I'm dying in this top.
At his age, you'll sit on a donut now.
Sit on a donut?
Yeah, donut. It stops the piles hitting the chair, Scott.
I'm 43 and yet to experience the whole pile situation.
No, I've avoided it as well, thank God.
You just jinx yourself now, Scott.
I sit on everything my parents tell me not to, so walls, bricks, stuff like that.
Yeah, for now. For now, mate.
I thought you were just stripping, Jackie, just for the fun of it.
Oh, fuck off. No. It's like one of them big overgrown tops, isn't it? And it's fluffy, so the cats think I'm bloody great. I've taken it off now. I'll be getting evil looks off them like, bitch. Why? Why did you have to take it off? You know you were fluffy. She doesn't love me now because I'm not fluffy enough. Am I, Sakura?
Has just put a $5 again on the chat. Dark Reptiles, look, you're like 16, 17. Please keep it for yourself and spend it on your hobby. And that goes for anybody under the age of 18. Don't be donating chats and stuff like that. Please keep it for your own hobby.
I'll give you a thick ear. Come here.
Proper.
I thought Jackie was talking to us then.
Yeah, Sakura's gone and got on my fluffy top.
Hey,
My Queen Anne should be here tomorrow.
For people wanting to grow their channels as well, Toby's Exotics is a perfect example how it can literally, from one short video, anybody's channel can go up to 100,000 subscribers overnight. And that's kind of what happened to Toby. He put one short out, and it took his channel to over 100,000 subscribers.
Good. Get out of the camera. Come here, baby. Gizmo.
I think that's why everybody's suddenly doing loads and loads of shorts to hopefully get the same kind of outcome. Hopefully more of us do.
I was going to say, I wish my TikTok had been on YouTube and it had caught the same traction. That would have been a bit better.
Good boy.
But, yeah, I was going to say Alan's channel. He's been building it for like 12 years, hasn't he? And it's Spider-Man. And he's on. I think he's on what 70-something thousand now. Is he?
Okay, now it's loads.
I think he got the bulk of his first year or two off one or two videos again.
No, looking nuts. I'm watching you, lady.
I just do shorts because I'm too lazy to do full videos. The only issue that I've got with shorts is if I could put out 10 shorts a day, but if you've got your notifications turned on, it's going to piss you off. Every time I put a short one on, your phone's going ding, ding, ding. So
he does that. I just end up having to just blame you for it.
Well, all I do now, I'll do shorts on a Saturday and a Sunday. That way, if your phone goes off through the week and it says Scott's Inverts, you know it's a video or a live. But weekends,
Scott, if the phone was going bing, bing, bing every time you did a short anyway, it just blend in with the WhatsApp chat. that thing goes mental.
The issue I've got with shorts is they make my legs look fat.
Oh, you get one. We get one. Right,
okay,
going now.
Head out. Gotta go. Manly stuff. OFC. Cheers, Dark. See you later, dude.
See ya.
See you, Dark.
I never get notifications for videos. Is that the case? Do you get notifications for shorts as well as the full videos?
Yeah.
Because I've got. I go back to say, because if you don't get notifications, I have got a short that I'm desperate to put out, but I'm waiting for the weekend. Sure, it definitely attracts more people, but I'm only late. 69 subs.
Good boy.
Exactly, and I don't want to be like one of these channels that do shorts every day as well as main videos, and it just becomes evident that it's like, is Scott only in it for the subs? I don't want that kind of reflection.
I don't think they could ever say that about you though, Scott, because it's like you do the WhatsApp, you do the Facebook, you do the lives. It's definitely not just in it for the subs.
No, it's just the perception, isn't it? It's where people see you from. It's like if someone sees your channel from a short and then just sees it's just constant that way, they haven't had the initial sort of meeting and come through the same channels as some other people may have done. So you might get a different perception of the same person.
Exactly.
I see. I'm selfish. I don't want him to grow too much more because I quite like having the ability to chat and you get the answers when you ask a question and you're available.
So I would just pick on him anyway, so it's right.
I think there's tons of lovely people that run channels.
There is some genuine ones. You know who the real ones are from the absolute muppet.
There's quite a few, and the ones I think are genuine, I'm normally on their live streams in the comments or whatever. To be honest,
doesn't take long to figure people out, does it?
That's the AKC on a Sunday, Phil's on a Monday, Mark's on a Friday, Annie's on a Friday. Sorry, Mark's on the Saturday.
It makes it harder for me sometimes on Saturdays because I'm usually moderating one channel and then sometimes I'm going straight onto another. But these are ones that I've known like years, so sometimes there's priority over certain ones that I've known for like a long time.
Sounds like you need more laptops.
Durgeon, I wish, mate.
Come here.
I can just see Jackie in front of a bank of laptops with like different lives on each one. Sort of like.
Yeah.
You know, I know somebody. He's a lot bloody worse. He does moderating, and I don't know how the fuck he keeps up with it. It's like we see him everywhere, and it's just like, Do you sleep?
Yeah.
I think to do YouTube, Durgeon, as a full-time job, 50,000 subscribers I would need. And
I know someone do that.
At 6,000, you're nowhere near. You're nowhere near.
No, it's nothing. No, 6,000 is nothing at all. Some of these ones that I know that they're on like double figures.
You need to have anybody that's monetized. You've got to have 60 quid in your AdSense to be able to pay out. So YouTube take a shitload. Your American tax take a shitload. And if it weren't for the channel members and the donations on the lives, there'd be nothing to be coming out. Do you know what I mean?
Yep. Yeah, you'd be back on them street corners asking for second favors again. I keep saying to mine,
I've still got the
vaccine. He's like, yeah, I've got no money. I was like, get on that bloody corner. I'm sorry.
I will, but I've got to pay them.
You can't go alive because she can't fit it in. Leah, you're welcome up here whenever you want. You know that. Balfouri, starting challenge.
What, guys?
Don't expect to get many.
Type
of tarantula.
You know what I'm going to say? Yeah, I'm going to say this right. I'm going to say this right. Yeah. When you look at these people that have got a big fan base, a massive fan base, and people are watching their videos all the time, they're waking up every day and like they look on their channel and they're having like thousands of people checking out their channel, watching them all the time. But when I wake up every day and I look on my thing, I don't get many views. People don't bother commenting. They don't say nothing. I think much of that.
I think, Aaron, you've just got to be lucky. And if you're lucky on a day you release a video, YouTube will then go, yeah, we'll pick you today and we'll blow your channel up. There's the algorithm and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I've never researched into all that crap. I'm quite happy doing what I'm doing. If another channel wants to research into that and then go flying up the subs, fair play. But it's just...
I think you've got to do it because you like it.
Yeah, you've got to really, really enjoy it, and you've got to bloody keep on with it as well.
You've got to do it for yourself, because otherwise what happens is you end up in a situation like some people that we probably know, I won't say who, but you end up, you get burnt out, and it becomes too much pressure and too much of a job.
Yeah.
And when you've got your actual job and everything else involved, it ends up becoming too much, and you end up sort of, it happens one thing or another, and you end up maybe just stopping.
But I think the other problem is when you become too public, you're putting yourself out there for people to judge you as well.
Yeah,
and
you do anyway from the moment that you put one video out.
You have
you will get that. Yeah, I understand that. You will get that. Yeah, you do get people that some people just judge you. They think you're no good. You're no good on this channel. You're no good. I don't want to watch you. You're worthless. You ain't gonna get nowhere in life. You're gonna get nowhere.
That one point you just put your hands on Facebook. Do you know what I mean? That's why I stay away from a lot of the Facebook groups, comments and stuff like that, because there is a lot of crap goes on. And you think, I'd love to comment, but if I did, somebody's going to go, yeah, you fucking dickhead. Just because you do YouTube, think you know everything. But no, by far do I not think I know everything.
You've got to bite your tongue, haven't you, sometimes, because you want to come back at someone and then you think, we're going to end up here all night fighting. And it's
not as bad as it was 3 years ago. 3 years ago, there was a lot of negativity. Now, if there's something going on Facebook, you kind of go to the comments and I'll have a read through and I'll think, somebody's already said that what I wanted to say, and it's got like 20 likes on it. It has changed a bit over the last couple of years, but
I think
still like Ryan, dude. Thank you, mate. Appreciate that.
When because most of the groups that I was on before, these were more dog related or reptile related, and it was just nasty. I mean, you can't keep. You've got the 5 for keeping your snakes in the rub, 5 for keeping your snakes in the viv, 5 and people just get at you whatever you do, and you can't win.
Thank you, Rob. Appreciate that.
I think it's best staying out of some of them. But I don't find that so much with the spiders. I think a lot of times if somebody says something that you're doing, they're not criticising. They're just saying, "Well, try that and see if that works better for you." And I think it's a lot better.
We had a discussion about that the other day, though, didn't we? In the WhatsApp, saying, unfortunately, the written word, no one can interpret tone. So you might write it in one way, and someone else reads it and completely
might read it wrong.
So the only way you can help that is with emojis, but still, like the amount of things that get misinterpreted. Most Facebook arguments are because misinterpretation of a post or a comment or something like that.
See, snakes and rubs. I haven't got too much of an issue because I don't know enough to have a strong enough opinion. But when it comes to UV lighting, I think every animal should have access of some form of UV lighting.
Yeah. But that's, I mean...
even if it's purely for enrichment. Even prisoners...
It's like another thing, though.
UV light, you know?
Yeah. What name wants the link? Mark.
I've had people comment on my videos and say a horrible thing like, "Who wants to watch you? You ain't gonna be famous, mate. You're a loser. You ain't gonna get nowhere in life."
No, that's just a bad interpretation. Just ignore them
like that.
Mate, I get comments on my shorts saying, "Oh, this is shocking. Burn it with fire. You're a dickhead. You shouldn't do this. Blah 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 blah." And then
ignore them.
The other 50% are like, "Please come to my live naked show at this thing." And
you're not that bloody you're not that frigging lucky, you.
And the funny thing is, the only people commenting is Lewis and Chris.
You know what? Right.
Maybe I need a YouTube channel.
me and Chris went to Spa Spiders to do some pairings over the weekend. We just managed to get footage of the spiders, basically. But what happened was, Chris went over and got there before me. So Luke's in the pub because football was on. So he's in the pub. He's got his Coca-Cola, obviously, because of pairing spiders and whatever. And I thought, I'm not leaving the camera equipment in the car. So Luke's got his mate there. Chris is there. I walks in with this camera equipment. I'm like, I've got everything. We should be able to record this for your OnlyFans for tonight. Is it just going to be you three lads, or is there going to be anybody?
And now Luke can't go back in that pub.
Oh no! Everybody just found it like funny. Lewis, I bet you missed me though. Lewis, you were a proper missed. Yes, mate. Proper missed. Yes, Mark.
Evening, how you doing?
Hey, good, thank you.
Good. Yeah, I've just got Victoria to bed. She's screaming with a cold, and of course doesn't know to blow her own nose or anything like that. So you've got to keep looking after her, make sure she's all right. But
bless her.
Yeah, it's quite draining. She's sort of had a cardigan on, but she's soaked the whole sleeve where she's just been relief.
I know it's not a job, but if I say you do a good job, would you take that as a compliment? You know what I mean? I don't want to.
Yeah, I mean you do.
You do well as a dad.
You do because there's no alternative.
Yeah, but you get some that don't give a fuck. So you do give a damn. You look after her good and proper. So that's what it is, really.
Yeah,
there is alternatives, Mark, and you know there is because there's residential care settings and all sorts.
Exactly.
Oh, they are.
There's plenty of people out there who do choose another option.
To be fair, I just can't trust that she's not going to get abused.
Exactly.
So I'd rather give up a lot of my.
We all say hello to Victoria and everything, but seeing as you're here by yourself, you do an absolute fucking amazing job, mate.
Yeah, I think she reflects the environment that she's been given to sort of be a smiley, happy little thing. So, and that
she gets that from
smile
you.
is gorgeous.
That pays off because when she goes out and meets people like yourselves, she remembers you. She'll kind of grab you and do all that stuff. So yeah. Oh yeah, Gemma's got that to look forward to. Yeah, where are we? Here we are. There's Gemma's husband's picture up there.
You can't ask Google.
Oh, sorry. Let me. Aaron's not cute without the cap. How did you manage to get one? That is awesome.
I commissioned him to do one. I said, I mean, like they say, we've seen his art around and what he can do, and thought, well, that's the kind of picture that I've wanted for a long time. So I entrusted that he would do a good job. And,
well, usually we love you, Victoria.
That's actually how I met him, Mark. Somebody said I wanted a picture drawn of one of my dogs, and somebody said, "Oh, my mate on Facebook draws. I'll ask him to do it," and that's how me and him met.
Oh, cool.
That's pretty cool.
You still have to pay for the picture.
You upset, girl?
No, I didn't. But he was like, "I'll bring the picture to town and meet you." And I was like, "It's all right. I'll pay you for the picture and I'll pay you for the postage. I don't want to meet you." He was like, "No, I'll come meet you." I was happy to pay.
Gonna go green.
What's that for?
That is what. No, that's what Tara's doing. So if you've got my wife on Facebook, if it goes well,
what is it?
If it doesn't go well, there won't be a picture. Speaking of legends, that was in chat.
Layla's helping, so it's going to be a disaster.
Oh, it's going to be fun.
Have we got
Make sure he's got his ears and everything. It'll be funny so we can take the piss out of him.
One of my tops and a new coil.
Yeah, that'll do. That's all right. I went blue, and then Tara did like half of hers blue in support as well.
Cool.
Oh,
nice.
Doing again.
So she's supportive with the channel with membership, but then outside of the channel, she's still majorly supportive. And then going back to parent, she don't mind me talking. Night, Steve. Her dad passed away when how old were you?
4. Yeah.
When she was 4, and then her mum was an alcoholic. So from the age of 4, she was basically cooking and looking after her mum all the way up until the day she passed away as well. Like personal care, everything, purely because her mum was an alcoholic, and then as she got older, she was still an alcoholic, but then was in a wheelchair as well as.
I was a full-time carer from the age of 12.
Full-time caring from the age of 12.
Oh my lord!
Oh, Tara's
pretty young.
I know you think I've been through some stuff. She has been through a lot more. She had that. And then
I think you always find there's somebody that's been worse off than you. You never think you can find them, but you do. And this is where you learn from them, don't you?
Layla's biological father locked Tara in a bedroom for 6 months.
What?
Yeah, went put a knife to her throat one day and literally said, "I'm going to kill you." And Tara knew that day would be it. And Layla went to school, and it was Layla that got the police involved and got her out of the bedroom. But yeah. And then he got, did he get 5 years?
2.
He got 2 years, yeah, ridiculous sentence.
Got it. That's a fucking walk in the park. That's nothing, 2 years.
You get more than that for fiddling your taxes.
If he's fully aware, if he comes to Coventry, he'll have it will be dealt with.
Yeah, don't blame.
Now fully aware that I am no longer scared of him.
That's true, because Tara speaks to him on the phone about Layla and stuff like that, and Tara's got all the control now, and he hasn't, and he knows that, which is phenomenal. Good. But Layla don't want to speak to him.
I don't blame her.
He kept phoning Tara up to try and get his mum to get a loan out to give him money and stuff like that. And in the end, Tara went, "I'm not doing it because you don't ask how your daughter is." And that's why Layla don't want to speak to you. And it got to this one point, and he says, "I don't understand why Layla won't speak to me." Blah 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 blah. And Tara literally said, she saw you lock me in a bedroom for 6 months. You put a knife to my throat and a knife to her throat, and you wonder why she don't want to talk to her.
It's not stupid.
His answer to that was, all kids talk to their parents sooner or later.
No, they don't.
Layla was stood in front of Tara while she's on the phone, and Layla was just like, "Tell him to fuck off." I didn't tell Layla off. Night, Anton. I didn't tell her off for being naughty that night. Put it that way. But they are very
absolute evil people out there.
Very strong. Very strong.
It's a very strange thing to even perceive, but my ex, her father did that to her mum at Christmas, and you just think, where do these people? and they even stayed together for a while after that as well.
It's not just women that get abused either. I went through domestic violence with a female. Mental abuse and financial abuse, and let me tell you, the mental abuse outweighs physical abuse by a ton. By an absolute.
Because it plays on your mind all the time. It fucks you over, doesn't it, in your head? Psychological, isn't it?
It's why I turned to drugs massively, and it was why I went homeless.
I was brought to a point where I couldn't trust my own decisions because they were being undermined all the time.
Okay.
And
I don't want another kid.
Once I sort of decided, I can't be with you anymore.
No.
After the pain of separation and the sort of grief process that you go through.
Which one's that?
You then become clear and understand you're in a much better place than you were before.
It's hard though, isn't it, Mark? It's that walking away bit.
People tell you that.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely, yeah. That was one of the things. I mean, for her, she was trying to use for the sake of the kids. And I said, well, no, because you're lying to the kids. It's not for the sake of them.
It doesn't work like that.
I remember walking into work one day when it was like the first relationship I'd actually lived with someone. And I was walking into work crying, thinking, this is my life. And
just stop the chat for a second. Layla's just come into the kitchen.
Is she making you a cup of tea?
Yeah, one sugar.
Yeah, she is. Making him a brew. You
Nah,
just have
look after him, doesn't she?
The boys' bowls.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
And we're getting paid?
No, you're not getting paid. Anything you ask that girl to do, it's, am I getting paid? Can I have £1?
There's a top of the coil. You still owe me that £5.
That was a good one. That was actually a good one. That's funny. That was funny.
Oh yeah. Thank you. All right, go on then. Go and take that upstairs.
You better give me that £5.
I will.
I'd ask for interest.
Go on, shut the door. I owe her the £5 because me and Tara we've got 3 kids, so we don't get much alone time. So Tara's gone upstairs. She's gone, I'm going to go for a lie down. I've gone, yeah, okay. And I've gone, I fancy one too. So I said to Layla, I said, I'll give you a £5 if you watch the boys for half an hour while I have half an hour kip. Let's just say I didn't go to sleep. And I was back down within about 15 minutes because it was one of those jobs. And she was like, I thought you were going to have a lie down. I was like, I couldn't fall asleep. So that's a £5 well spent. And for anybody watching that's got kids, you've done the same thing. Don't tell me you haven't. I've just been reading in the chat that Dale is going to be doing a bare knuckle fight next year. He's in training. Dale, if you do, please give me the dates because I would love to come and watch that, mate.
Nice.
And as well, I do like the BKB. But you will. Dale's a very determined man. He will smash it. Night, Lisa.
Keep them away from the moneymaker, Dale.
Yeah. Yeah, night, Lisa.
Dale's got the neck that tells me even if he gets punched in the face, nothing's going to happen.
Like Robocop, that one.
Literally, yeah. He's a doorman anyway, so he deals with situations a lot. So
right, I'm off to go and attempt to do my hair. No doubt it will pay off.
I don't know how I'd feel watching one of my friends in a BKB match.
Hmm.
I can't get my head around hitting somebody you haven't got a problem with.
He said, "I'll most likely lose. Not done it for 10 years." Dale, I don't care if you win or lose, mate. To get in the ring, to actually get in the ring to do any kind of fight is absolutely takes some big balls, dude.
Yeah,
really does. And it does not matter who wins or loses in my eyes.
It's really weird, Gemma. It's like one of those mindset things though we were saying about like punching someone in the face for a sport. It's like I've got a friend who was in the Paras and he does Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu at a really high level. And this guy, he was in a finals match with him, and the guy just wasn't going to tap, so he had to he snapped his ankle. It was the only way he could beat him because the guy wasn't going to tap. And it's like, you've got this lock on, and he's just snapped his ankle. But as soon as they finished, gave him the win, he lifted him over to the St. John's. It's a weird mindset thing. I couldn't do it.
I did self-defense lessons, and they were like, and if you kick there, then you can break that knee, and if you dig your fingers into the eyeballs, and I was like, it doesn't matter what I do. I said, because if I do any of that, I'll be on the floor going,
oh God,
I can't be doing this. I mean, I'm heavy-handed, thankfully, so I'm naturally heavy-handed, so I'd just think I was tapping them and they'd fall over anyway. So,
oh, what have I done?
Nothing. So I just want to show you what Leah's been working on tonight.
Oh, that looks cool.
Are these going to Brighton, Leah? That one's bloody brilliant.
That is so cool.
I am not Halloween's biggest fan, but that is awesome, and I would have that up all year round.
Yeah.
No, get out. That's no good.
That is flipping brilliant.
That is amazing. But the owl was
I'm not really big on Halloween,
I'm not gonna lie.
I'm not really big on Halloween.
I
can't be bothered. I can't be bothered with Halloween. I just don't. It don't really bother me. I can't be bothered.
I have done.
And
going back to
Christmas.
the fighting.
I don't bother with Christmas as well.
Well, I think it changed a lot with COVID because you just weren't getting people coming out. So it's starting to be
I
different.
like Halloween, but then I think part of that's because my mum and my family are all very religious. So instead of Halloween, they have light in the darkness parties. So I just like to be different and cause trouble.
Well, we've seen your hallway in WhatsApp, haven't we? So, yeah.
Yeah,
that's pretty epic. That epic.
And my spooky babies and
hello.
Like
hey DJ.
Hiya.
Right, mate. DJ.
If you're friends with Leah on Facebook, go check out the picture of her front house because it looks flipping amazing.
The only thing missing is Terry.
Yeah. She's got him tied up somewhere.
Chains, not tied up,
DJ.
chained up.
Yeah,
Hey DJ. Everybody. Hello man, how you been doing?
Oh, good, smoking cigarettes, drinking some coffee, you know.
Coffee, num num.
Dale, I'd step in the ring with you for 10 grand.
Are these the Dutch cigarettes?
Yeah, rollers.
Listen, guys, I have been smoking. I've been smoking chocolate.
Chocolate.
I've been smoking chocolates.
Chocolate cigarettes.
Yeah.
I tell you, Dale, two people that would be good in a bare knuckle boxing and surprised the shit out of me is Chris and Lewis, because when we hit the bag, there was this. Do you know those punch bags that flip up that you pay like £1 for and you punch? I'd been training, so I couldn't do it because my chest was fucked. But Lewis and over 900 on it, and then so did Chris. And the travellers that were there couldn't even get the same level. I was like, I looked at the traveller and I thought, you're going to smash this. And he got 800 or something. And Lewis was well over the 900. And I was like, wow. And Lewis, yeah, I was surprised. I was surprised.
Oh, yeah, here's another quick question, guys. Well, here's another quick question. Who here knows who Tyson Fury is? You know Tyson Fury, don't you? You know Tyson Fury.
Yeah.
Boxer, Tyson Fury. Gypsy King, ain't he? Tyson Fury.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
He suffers with depression.
He's the boxing
he's
Gypsy King, but he's not the actual Gypsy King. Isn't he?
It's alright. What it is, guys. It's one of them ignorant things. Travellers have got that ignorant way about them. They have got that ignorance.
You know what I'm saying, don't you, Aaron? Because you're travelling background.
No, I know what you mean, mate. Yeah.
He's the boxing king, but he's not the Gypsy King. Because the Gypsy King and Tyson Fury, if they went BKB, Tyson Fury would be on his ass.
But like I said, though, they're just they do have ignorance in them. Because you know, like when you watch the confrontation, when he has a confrontation with all the people that he's going to fight with, he has to always have his say because he's got to override people and have his say all the time because he likes to do it. He likes to get people's attention because he gets that thing. You know what I mean? It's just ignorant travellers. Just ignorant travellers. They're so ignorant.
If he talks, Tyson Fury talks. He talks about his addiction to drugs and he talks about his depression. You fall in love with the guy. And when he's doing his things and he's not muscled up, is he? When he goes in the ring, he ain't got an 8-pack. He ain't your typical boxer looking body, and he still does it. And I think you just fall in love with him.
He gets the job done.
But look at Tyson. You know, look at all the and Ali, all the great ones. They all had the gift of the gab. They all know how to promote a fight, and when you promote the fight and win, if there's more people watching, you get paid a lot more.
Conor
McGregor, yeah. Even if he loses, he still gets paid millions. Paddy the Baddy, Paddy Pimblett, as he is an unbelievable fighter. Going to be a lot bigger than what McGregor is, I think, because I don't think he's going to lose many fights at all. That guy. But again, his entertainment factor as well as the fact that he can get the job done.
Yeah, unfortunately for McGregor, he went a little bit. He got a bit too sort of like distracted with other things, didn't he? Like his whiskey, and then he's trying to do boxing with, and also the other thing. He just didn't have the focus. That's where he went off rails. I think if Paddy keeps his head down and just carries on doing what he's doing and being humble, because he is a really humble guy, he'll do amazing stuff.
Now you say McGregor went off the rails, but he did his boxing, and from that boxing, he got millions and millions and millions and millions. That's now set his kids up. His kids won't have to do mixed martial arts, and their kids won't have to do mixed martial arts.
He keeps talking about getting back into it and having title fights and stuff, and he won't. I don't think he won't have the dominance in a cage fight like he used to. That's for sure. Yeah,
Philip Taylor. Hey, Philip Taylor, Captain Bred Tarantulas.
100%, Dale. 100%. He's a humble guy, and he talks openly about his issues.
It's him and the bird. What's the girl's name? Oh, she won a fight, and she said, "I've got one thing to say." And she was like, "Oh, Paddy the Baddy," and got everybody in the crowd singing it. And that's where it came from. I can't remember her name.
On a tangent then, I think, is it Scott? Are you into the wrestling as well? No. I thought someone in the chat was.
Not WWE, but like the jiu-jitsu stuff, yeah. Yeah, I do like watching
the WWE or F or whatever it is.
WWE it is now.
Yeah, so because there was someone on one of the Atari forums was kind of hunkering back to the days of Hulk Hogan and people like that, saying, "Oh, these were great fights and stuff like that." And I was thinking,
well, no, they were more entertainment. They did all the training, but it was just all entertainment. Yeah.
Yeah, they don't let people fight and win on the merits of what they are. It's all
choreographed,
scripted before.
Yeah.
Philip, that is Thursday's video. The mature male and myself go to spiders, and we'll see what happens on that day. Scott is a fan of Turkish wrestling. Mate, I am.
Did you guys see the? Did you guys see the one with Jake Paul and Tommy Fury? Because Tommy Fury, he's related to Tyson Fury.
No matter what you say about Jake Paul, right? Jake Paul is a phenomenal boxer. Considering he started like 2 or 3 years ago, he is going to be up there. I think. His brother Logan, not as good, still good, but not as good as Jake.
He's the.
I don't mind Logan. Yeah, I don't mind him. I think he's alright. I think he's alright.
Hey Derek,
he's alright.
Nations is in the house. Hope you're doing well, brother.
Hey Derek.
I think Jake's a really good fighter. I also think KSI is a pretty good boxer as well.
Yeah. He's another one. KSI, he's another one. That's another one who's got into the boxing as well. He's got into boxing as well.
I don't get all this current trend with like TikTokers who have got beef with each other all of a sudden ended up on like paid blimmin' promotions for boxing matches and stuff.
You just said it. Weird. You just said it. Paid.
Yeah, it's just weird. But these people don't do it. I mean, I don't understand why people don't watch the events are going to be awful.
People don't want to see people hug and be nice to each other. They want to see two people arguing and having a fight. Philip Taylor paired his Phalanx last night. Had a very different pairing. I refer in the video to Dave's Little Beasties pairing of the Phalanx and suggest that you go look at that video and mine because it is two very different pairings. Same species of spider, but it really just proved that these guys have got their own characteristics and individual characteristics as spiders, as well as really does.
Do you guys know who Drama Alert is? Drama Alert, Keemstar. His name's Drama Alert, Keemstar. He does what I call the drama alerts.
This is the picture I was on about with Leah. Sorry, Leah, I got my phone on silent.
Horror pictures.
Yeah, that's cool. That's epic. That's awesome. That.
But yeah, like I said though, Keemstar.
I reckon Terry's the hand poking out from behind at the back pumpkin.
One of Paul's Halloween.
Terry is a diamond.
Oh, excellent.
Same, Philip. Same. I don't. Like I said, I don't want to talk about it too much because I've got the video on Thursday. But similar to a tarantula, but like you're saying, completely different again. Dale was doing his this weekend. Harry, would you guys ever go to a Karen's diner? I would, mate.
It's meant to be one in Manchester. I know. I've seen the video for it. It looks absolutely hilarious.
I would love it. Yeah.
Isn't that just normal restaurant service in Manchester?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Jackie.
Fuck yeah.
I've been watching lots of US politics stuff, so Karen just has another meaning for me.
Oh my god! Hold on, Gemma.
Yeah, she could have.
Oh, that Lost Boys.
No, isn't it good?
Wow!
Kill that. Yeah.
What the fuck?
That's cool.
That's good.
That is unbelievable.
That's a really good drawing.
My god!
Yeah, but did you ever want to eat rice or noodles after that?
Yeah.
You've got a better stomach than this.
Is that the copy or you draw it yourself?
My husband drew it.
Stuff like that never bothers me. Oh, hold on.
Oh, it's from Thingy, isn't it? Misery.
Yeah.
Very talented.
Oh yeah, guys, that was another one. So there's this YouTuber called Fousey2. His name,
Drop bags! Oh god!
Yeah, exactly. That's what I just said. Drop bags.
Oh shit!
That is so fucking awesome. That I like it. That's awesome.
Oh,
Oh,
that's a
yeah, the
nice
count.
one.
One.
So,
Oh. Yep.
Oh my word!
Upside down, that is. That's meant to be
Oh.
the Tim Curry, isn't it? Yeah, it is.
That's wicked.
I think he looks better upside down.
Cheeky
So-
bitch! That's horrible! Oh, the other it, yeah.
Oh wow,
The name of the guy, but I know who he is.
That's awesome.
Upside down
So,
again.
yeah, guys,
That's the Bruna.
All right, yeah, the one on. Yeah. Pretty cool. Like,
there was this big famous YouTuber called FouseyTube, yeah? He had an event called July the 15th, and it went so terribly wrong. Drake never turned up. It was such a big collapse. People were just so upset that no big famous artists never turned up to it. It was on 2018. It was on 2018. It happened in 2018.
Gemma.
Yeah.
Dad
Melina,
asks
yeah.
if your husband does requests. Does
Yes,
commission.
he does. Yeah, he does. He does commissions. He does family members. He does pets. He does.
If anybody's interested, can I send them your Facebook link to get in contact with your husband?
Yeah, that's not a problem.
And the same with Leah. If you've seen any of Leah's choreography, the spooky with the pumpkin. If you want to find out how you can get hold of that, give me a message and we'll work it out.
Don't forget Ellie's prints.
Ellie's print. I'm disappointed actually because Lewis normally hammers up the chat with them.
I know. Hang on.
Could he do only fools and horses? Dale says.
Oh yes, he could.
That's also a nice one.
I'm not a big fan of Prince.
Bowie. He's still there. Dale says sold.
Cool.
Dale, I'll Billie Eilish. Billie Eilish, mate, I would.
What? Listen to her music.
Listen to her music, yes, because Tara
Yeah,
wants to.
that's what. Yeah, we do not believe.
I love the video of her doing Hot Wings challenge.
Just Billie Eilish.
Adamant.
I used to love him when I was little.
Same.
Stand and deliver.
Yeah.
That's Prince Charming, that one. Ooh.
The younger brother was into it. We had one of those little Binatone tapes, and it got stuck playing fast.
Ooh,
and it was on Adam and the Ants, but it just sounds like the Smurfs singing Adam and the Ants.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Yeah. Meatloaf and what's his name? Angus Young, the other one. Oh, Jimi Hendrix.
Yeah.
Is your profile picture, Gemma, and your background done by your husband as well?
Yeah.
Wow.
Can't see that one too good. Oh, gone now.
Oh, yeah, you can just see his chest, can't you?
Yeah, just see it. That's it. All right. Taylor, what's his name?
Has he done any Nirvana? Yeah.
Probably.
Cool.
To be honest,
I think that wasn't that Kurt Cobain just on the back other side of Dolly?
Yeah, look like him actually. Kurt Cobain.
That's from Nirvana live at MTV Unplugged.
Yeah, Unplugged. Yeah, it's in that.
Do you know he had an interview with red hair and he kept the red hair dye in?
Cool.
I bet he was like telling them to hurry up because otherwise it would have looked. I don't know. It would just get stronger, wouldn't it? The red.
Yeah, get your bum out of the. You're not putting your bum in the screen.
But yeah, there's like hundreds and.
Freddie Mercury. There's loads.
This is what he does to keep himself busy because he doesn't get out very often, and if he goes out, he's in pain, and he suffers for it afterwards with his arthritis. So he goes.
I've sent Dale your Facebook thing.
Yeah, no worries.
Wrong in chat.
Get your bum out of the screen.
Dale.
They don't want to see your ass. Get it out. Right, come here. Come on, then.
Eyelashes used to have a pet tarantula. Yeah, we don't talk about that bit because he's
the
wrong trend.
Couldn't even like the way she handed it off to James Corden.
Lewis has just put the link in for Ellie and Leah's binding crafts. Hit that, please go check out what those both do. And if you see them at a show, go say hello. They are lovely, lovely people.
Night, Mark, the guy.
Woman,
Hi, Mark.
no.
Boys, I'm heading. Night, Mark. Mark, did you get that thing sorted?
Night, Mark. Good night, Mark.
Night, Mark.
Just seeing a cat's balloon not on Jackie's screen.
She did, doing it. She wants a cuddle. She's been a pet.
Remember to hit the like button as well. I must admit, when somebody cancels or if I ain't got somebody lined up, I always worry about open mic nights. And not one has ever let me down. They've always been absolutely epic. More so for me than probably you guys watching.
Definitely not. We enjoy them. But the husband's luring me away with ice cream, so I'm off. I will see you later.
Take care.
Hello, Gemma.
Take care.
Good night, Gemma. Good night, Gemma.
But just don't touch Ellie because I bite, said Lewis.
He's a sweetheart.
You have got an absolute diamond there, ain't you?
Come here, baby. Good girl. Yes, you are, my baby. Good girl, ain't you?
Are you okay, Ellie? You and Lewis?
If Ellie wasn't okay, Ellie would tell you. Trust me.
Oh, yes, she would.
Do you know?
I saw them too. Right? I saw them on the stream the other night. They were kissing, getting all in one another's eyes, like, "Oh, love you, love you."
They're in love, Erin. It's pretty brilliant. Joe, last week we had the Ant guys on, right? Obviously, before you go live, this is why I fucking love Ellie, right? Before you go live, you're in what you see now. You're in it, but you're not live, right? So Antics is kind of going. So you quite like ants, and I was like, yeah, I like ants because I think they're pretty cool. Ellie went, I don't like ants. I was just like, I can't laugh. I was like, please don't laugh. But that's why I have her on, because she's literally Ellie unfiltered.
Sakura, don't have your ass in the camera. Just come here.
Oh yeah, there was this funny joke. I said to Lewis. I said to him, Lewis, stop playing with Ellie's pussies. About a pussycat.
You missed it earlier. Apparently, Lewis knows that Ellie's got a big job.
My baby, aren't you? Yes, you
She'll get a chucker in a bin when I see her, says Dale.
Beautiful
Dale,
girl.
you're bigger than me, but I will still fight you, says Lewis.
Did catch a glimpse of your...
I love the ants, mate. I ain't going to joke. I ain't going to lie. Those ants were phenomenal. If I remember rightly, ants are the reason that me and Dale originally started chatting. 2 years ago now? I think it is. And those ones that actively seek their prey were just mind-blowing. I still am absolutely mind-blown by them. Yeah, it was, wasn't it, Dale? Yeah. With the breeze block.
A glimpse of Matt's Ibanez the other day when he was doing his room tidy up. You're doing your room tour on your video.
Oh, my baby.
Oh, Joey.
My pretty little girl, aren't you?
Cheers, Derek. Derek's just put Leah's GoFundMe in again. If you have got a spare couple of quid, please hit that up. If you've got a spare 20, 30, 40, 50 quid, 100 quid, also hit that up. That'll be wicked. I found a small ant in a shipment.
You get kisses?
Oh dear.
No kisses. Okay.
If one of the mods put Tarantula Rookie's link into the comments, I would be really, really appreciative of that as well. If you've got a YouTube channel yourself, just type me and one of the mods will put the link in. Leah's in chat and she deserves billions more subscribers, so make sure you've also hit her up with a subscription.
Yeah, don't work that bloody fast.
I hope tomorrow's video does the people. Hope it does. Hope they're happy with it. The video I've got coming tomorrow.
It's sure to be right, mate.
A little bit different.
Worrying that last bit of hair that you've got on your head, that tiny little piece will fall off.
Hold on a minute, Mark.
It's quite funny though. It's like it was the video I've done is it was like they're not going to be bothered. They're not going to be bothered. It's just I put so much pressure on myself to actually make sure that it stands them in a good light, if that makes sense. I didn't want to do them an injustice. So we'll see. We'll see what it gets. Feedback tomorrow.
Yeah, it's not easier to make videos.
If you send me the link, I'll have a look. But otherwise, I'll probably forget.
There.
Mark, you can put your own link in chat now.
Okay. Oh, you make me a mod, have you? Okay.
I think Leah's flipping awesome. She's one of life's diamonds. Absolute one of life's diamonds. And I'm sorry, everybody, but she gives the best hugs. Out of all of you, Leah gives the best hugs by a long shot.
It'll be a hug off at Brighton.
I got something to torment. I've got something real good to torment you guys with.
A hug off. Trust me, if you go in Brighton, go give Leah a hug and you'll see what I mean.
I said on Mark's thing on Saturday night, I'm not doing handshakes at Brighton. It's hugs, Christmas hugs. If anyone comes and says hello to me,
Scott, actually, because when we went to the Coventry show, Chris came up to me initially and gave me a hug. So that then reciprocated that when I met Scott, I went and gave Scott a hug, and I don't think you were expecting one. No.
Well, no, you went to take the hand, didn't you? And I was on the fourth table, so there was like the table. So I was like, oh no, this man ain't just getting a little handshake.
It's like, yeah, I've only met you at a couple of shows. It's a little bit forward.
Yeah, Convert, I subscribed to you because I was not in your channel yet. I see.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I've got too much stuff on my hard disk. I need to make the videos out of them. I keep sidetracking myself and make little videos of like Gemma's cat.
This is what Leah's working on at the moment. Hold it that way.
Why is it a flesh-eating plant?
Oh my days!
No, it's like a cheese plant.
Cheese plant, yeah. That looks pretty cool.
Artwork is that is going to be pornography, I think. I think artwork is phenomenal because if you've got this much room for racking, but then you've got a bit of free space on a wall, and you think, well, I can't have no more spiders. You can then add artwork, tarantula related, cheese plant related, and still get more into the hobby that way. Do you know what I mean? And everybody loves a bit of artwork, don't they?
Mm-hmm.
I got all sorts in my house.
Same. Mine's all alternative stuff. Lot.
I wouldn't say mine's alternative. I think most of my house is decorated more naturalistic, like browns, greys, like kind of
Ellie's
like.
lovely. Ellie's house is lovely.
I don't like too much decorations, do I, Scott? I like to keep it minimal.
Ellie's house, you go there, you sit. Do you know when sometimes you go around somebody's house that you've known for a while, but you've not been to the house, and you go around and you think, you sit like this and you don't move or anything like that. Ellie's house is one of those where you sit on the settee and you're that comfy you can fall asleep in seconds.
Oh God!
And Goody Boo comes along in Goody Boots.
Another one.
I tried to keep this room minimalistic on the walls, but obviously that failed miserably.
Yeah, I've got loads of pictures and stuff.
But like I did show this on. I did show this on Mark time. That's my pride in this room. That thing there.
Oh, nice.
Can't see. Oh look. Oh, cool. Yeah. I think I'm going there, nicking off with that sword.
Did you still need a 45 by 45 by 30, Matt?
Not at the moment because I've got the 45 by 60 by 30, which is taking up a little bit too much space. I now need to buy racking to put the thing on, so I've got to get rid of bookshelves. So over this side of the room, right over here, I've got like all my substrate boxes on the floor, and then I've got a bookshelf which is there that needs to come out so that I can then put racking there and then put this shelf on. So I'm in a bit of a panic at the moment because I've got to get the racking pretty soon because I've got a funny feeling that it won't be long before that enclosure gets filled with something. Yeah, so I've got a little bit of work to do, cheers, buddy. But no, I'm at the moment.
Yeah, no, I had one here. I think Si Bates has got first dibs on it. If he just whenever he's in the area.
Yeah. I appreciate
the other one.
the
other one I let go to Wolfie and dropped off down at Southampton. So.
Literally, if I buy any more enclosures at the moment, I'll just be murdered. I'll be in a shallow grave in the back garden in my Exoterra.
That's funny. What do you think, Papa? Funny or not?
Oh no, guys! Guess what, guys? There's going to be a fight now. Look, she's getting upset with him.
Won't be a fight.
She just hissed at him. He come out. He was looking at her, and she went to him.
That's just telling him off. That's all.
Yeah,
it's not a fight. That's not a fight. That's just her telling him off.
Just going to go and check on Victoria.
But sometimes, the thing with my cat though, sometimes she will try to attack him at times. She does go to lunge at him. She jumps at him at times, but she does obviously tell him off. She tells him to leave off, and then he just runs away and cowers out in the way. He just cowers down from it. He runs away.
Carry on.
Speaking of enclosures, do you know Poundland?
Yep.
I mean, I get annoyed because there's a lot of pressure. Of people feel pressured into getting like glass enclosures and all this kind of stuff. These are £2.
Yeah, I got a round one, but I can't remember what the bugger it are put in it.
Oh, dude.
£2 in Poundland.
I went to the factory shop the other day, and I don't like. So I normally get all my little tubs like with the click top lids from Homebase, but I found the lids normally in the middle they're quite bendy and quite weak. So I was in the factory shop the other day, and they do the click shut ones from a company. They're actually made by a company called Hobby Life, and the lids on them are solid. Right? We got so I've got the giant train millipedes in here at the moment, but this lid, even when I take the handles off of the side of this lid, it's like almost like you just can't lift it. You just can't lift these things up. It's ridiculous. This will not move.
That's good.
So good. Well, they do all different sizes. I bought an absolute ton of them for replacing all the bra clasps. So they're similar. They're a little bit bigger than a bra plast. They're about an inch longer and about 2 inches wider than a bra plast, but double the depth. So obviously you can get a decent bit of substrate in there for like the more humid things, and without having to worry about keep keeping humidity up. So I'm going to replace all the bra plasts with them. Absolutely amazing. And they're like, I think they're 160.
Oh,
Pussy.
you have to go in a bit. I've got a piece of Jesus.
You or pussy cat.
Just putting
These ones, and they're pretty clear as well.
Oh, yeah.
But the lids normally on these type of things bend quite easy, don't they? But these things are like, yeah, these just won't move.
Bloody hell. Good.
I literally went in there and walked out with the whole stock.
Why is that? It's plastic boxes you bought, Matt. Is that the plastic boxes you bought? Huh? I bought mine always from Actions. You are cheap and good.
Clearing again. It's all your fault. You're making me
I
toasty.
got really fed up of the cheap lids that when you sort of like click them shut at the sides, but the middle part would still flex and sort of, you know, I'm not saying a spider could get out of it, but I just wasn't happy with the fact that, you know, the lid opened up in the middle.
Yeah, with me it's always also a bit the same. Eh? Like it's only like I think 2 or 3 millimeters. It's not so big a gap. But...
Yeah, you'd be surprised though. Those plastic Chinese ones that you get, well, Perspex ones, they warp.
Yeah.
The smaller ones are better. But the 20 by 10 by 10 type lids.
Yeah.
That's how the GBB got out. And the GBB was big size. So how he's pushed himself out of there, I have no idea.
Well, those ones up there, Mark, are all 15 by 15s. Yeah. And there's no problem with them at all. And the 15 by 20s are fine. But the 20 by 20 by 20 ends up with a massive gap on it. It's awful. But that's where the Spider Shop do a little bit better. Because what they have on theirs,
I always use those one for my how do you call it?
They have
they've got a clasp on.
They have here.
I would just come downstairs with hair dye on, 2 pigtails, one side green, one side blue.
Yeah,
whereas the Mantis Den ones don't have that. There we go. The Mantis Dens don't have that, but these ones have like an extra little bit here. So where we are, there we are. So that bit there, and that there stops the warping of the door.
That's nice.
Yeah, these Neo reps, actually, they can have a little bit of give.
But I always take this one. They are
on
very cheap. It's for my spiderlings.
That's
they're a nice size, DJ.
Yeah, and then I put like
that's
this.
That's the Calcodies that arrived today.
Oh, nice. That's a Neo rep, isn't it?
Good size. Yeah, it is. Yeah.
So they do say on them, like obviously they don't recommend small inverts in them, but I mean with the movement, they're very similar to when you compare it to this one.
But they are expensive. They convert those boxes, or
they are. And actually, to be fair, they do a variety of sizes. This is the larger one, which is about 20 by 15.
20 by 15 by 15. That one you've got there, I think.
Yeah.
It's the same.
I don't really like this one. I don't like the oblong ones either, the 20 by 10 by 10. The only one I like are the 15 squared. Because these lids, you're then limited that you've got to put your water dish down the back because you don't want to slide that all the way over there. So you have to remember that. But so I don't really go for them apart from the 15. I do like the 15 squared one.
I look on the internet sometimes for AMAC boxes, like in America they say AMAC, and then I look on the internet here in Belgium, and they doesn't exist in Belgium, AMAC boxes.
Dejan, speaking of America and your love for coffee, get some of that bad boy.
Black Riff. Is that good ones?
Oh, yes.
Yes. Oh, I never drunk those before.
Yeah.
You put that in the bin for me.
Haven't got much left.
They keep knocking the blood up.
You need to be working to buy that stuff. Put it that way.
I still want to know why is DJ not in the WhatsApp group? He's got to join the WhatsApp group.
WhatsApp is very complicated for me, because
I'll send you the link. Just follow the link, and you're there.
It's about the same as the chat in here. It's the same as the YouTube chat.
He's on the Facebook, but he keeps that real personal, private.
Yeah, no. I'm gonna add my Facebook for. I'm gonna invite only people that has things to do with spiders on my Facebook. Not family but only people that I know from spider thing.
They're the Mantis NI ones. They're pretty good. Because you've got that dish in the bottom which you can put substrate in, and then the water doesn't come out the sides because you've got that dish in there.
Oh,
I've got a female Stratoda nobilis in there, false widow.
They're very similar to the creepy condos. Creepy condos is like a big Dale. One. They're very similar.
While you're being a Smurf,
Dale, keep around a bit more. It's awesome seeing you back again, mate.
I'm Fiona. I've got green hands.
She's got green. She didn't put any gloves on.
When I put the blue on, I did.
But yeah, Scott.
Yeah.
Scott. So yeah, like I said, when you're at the BTS, yeah, are you going to go to Brighton?
I'm going for the social side of it for Brighton.
What time is it?
20 past 11.
Well, like I said, if you do go, I'll be coming in there like a big tough guy. And I'll just go. I was going. Where's that Smurf? I want to fight him. I think
if anybody is going Brighton, if you do see Aaron, make sure you go say hello and get your picture taken with him. It's going to be awesome to see you there, mate.
One more coffee. It's getting colder.
Yeah, it would be though. Yeah, it would be. Yeah, definitely would. Well, yeah.
And somebody please remind me at Brighton to make sure I take some pictures because I keep forgetting.
Yeah.
I know. Every time I get there, I'm like, my phone stays like in my pocket and stuff, and I forget to take pictures with everybody. Can you pass me the milk?
I'm always taking pictures wherever I go. I have to. Take loads.
How long were we chatting outside of Bedford after it finished?
It's getting a bit colder.
Jackie, what are you doing for Halloween? You doing a live from some haunted place or?
Too blind.
And then with Jaden, I'm gonna say, where's that hair-cutted pie? The hair-cutted freak. What's the name of it? Something it says on Dumb and Dumber. Hair-cutted hair. I can't pronounce it properly, but I'm gonna call Jaden that. Oh, he's got a pumpkin pie hair-cutted freak. I'm talking Jaden really bad, mate. I really am gonna do that.
And on what web? It's AK.
Jaden's lovely to talk to. If you see him at the shows, go say hello. He's awesome. Very quiet, shy lad till you start chatting to him.
Is that Jaden?
Yeah.
Oh, that's Black Rifle Coffee, is it there? Scott? The one.
Yeah, Lewis, I get that, mate. I get that completely. Lewis says, I'm deadly for not taking for pictures. Just live the moment instead of throw a phone. Yeah. Yeah, we need to, though, Lewis, to save the memories, don't we?
It's okay, I do it.
I always take pictures. Hey, stop it, Shiro. Naughty. No.
Oh, the Linothelli Phalax pairing. So normally on a pairing, people will pair spiders. Whoever's got the male will say, I want 50-50 or 60-40. With spar spiders, because he's got the 2 females, and he's going to pair him up. I'm only gonna have like 5 slings from it for myself. And this is because then I've said to him, if you keep the rest, you can then sell them for a hell of a lot cheaper than what you normally would. So if you're interested in Phalax, I should imagine if it all goes happily and successfully, they should be on his website before Christmas.
But those are dangerous spiders, eh? They are true spiders, I guess, eh?
Megalomorphs. So the potency is similar to a Polytheria. The Aranomorphs, like the red fangs, are supposed to be worse, but you've got to try and find the research from somewhere, because people like the Spider Shop will say, get these before they go DWA, blah, 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 blah. They're going to be DWA. Red Fang is so close to DWA, and then everybody buys them. That's why people say they're so potent, this and that. So you really have to kind of, I wouldn't say take it with a bit pinch of salt. Take it for the seriousness that it is, but also keep your eye on the internet for the research that's coming out about them. Because a lot of the research is pointing to the fact that the red fang, gold fang, black fang are nowhere near as deadly as what is being suggested. And if they were that deadly, they'd be on the DWA list like that now. They would already.
So you got to be going to get bit in the first place, haven't you? So.
Siricaris, the 6-eyed sand spiders. Where's the problem with them? Their venom again is being shown to be not as deadly as what it was thought.
Yeah, they told it as well, eh? Because of the house spiders you have, the with the long legs, the normal house spiders. If they had the same size than normal spiders, they were very potent in venom as well. But
Daddy Longlegs is one of the most venomous spiders in the world. That is correct. They do not contain enough venom in their body to be able to do any damage to us. They can't open their fangs wide enough to penetrate our skin. And if they could, the fangs aren't strong enough to penetrate our skin. They would actually shatter on our skin. And that's just the normal Daddy Longlegs in the UK. I think the only ones we got to be wary of is the false widows and the mouse spider. And the mouse spider is mainly found down south anyway, which is the green fang. And they are an absolute stunning species of spider. And massively overlooked in our hobby because I don't see anybody keeping them or them being bred in captivity. And it's about time they did.
Weavers will give you a nice bite.
Again, yeah, but again, it depends what part of the world they're coming from. The African ones seem to be worse than what the American ones are. But, there's not a lot of information out there because people want to know the venom levels of snakes, not so much spiders.
No, the research isn't there.
But, yeah, the research for spiders is I got bit by this spider and nothing happened, or I got bit by this spider and it hurt a lot. And that's pretty much about it at the moment. I find the wandering spiders pretty much they want to fuck off. They don't want to mess around with you. They want to fuck off. The orb weavers will just sit there. They don't give a shit. The funnel webs again, they will sit there. They don't give a fuck. But the wanderers will fuck off. And what highly surprised me, I've kept 4 red fangs now, and a mature male, and I've never seen them jump until recently. I've seen the black fang jump, and so's the gold fang. That did a jump as well, and shockingly, they're about 8 inches they can jump, and for such all skinny legs, we say, they're so fragile. Please be careful when rehousing and stuff like that. But to be able to jump that far and land and then wander off is mind-blowing to me. One of the things that kind of, I watched the black fang do it, and I was like, that is incredible. Philip Fish is saying they are the most docile spiders, the 6-eyed sun spiders. Finiatria don't. They stand their ground. Yeah, Philip's got some DWA. So what he's talking about there is the Brazilian wandering spider. If you go near a Brazilian wandering spider, first thing they do is give you a threat pose. Night, Lewis. Night, dude.
Night, dude.
Night, Lewis.
Yeah, I'm dropping out of chat now because me thingy my jig's going down, and then I'm gonna have to go and feed the feeders. So I'm gonna bugger off as well. And it's like nearly 11:30 as well. So I am.
Hi, Catherine. If you want to see kind of how those Brazilian wandering spiders react when you go near, check.
Bye.
See you later. Thank you.
Bye.
Jackie.
See you later.
Bye.
See you later. Bye. Bye.
See you later, mate. See you. Bye.
Bye.
If you want to see how Brazilian wandering spiders act,
Good night, Louis.
When we go near them, go check out Philip Fish 50 channel because he's put videos up of the Brazilian wandering spiders and tons of videos on the six-eyed sand spiders as well. It's not something I advise or something that I promote, but he does actually touch a six-eyed sand spider on one of his videos, and it kind of puts you at ease a little bit. I'm not saying, always make sure you've got precautions and all the rest of it. But it's interesting to see the reaction of his six-eyed sand spider when he does that. But, if you're thinking about touching one, please don't. Is my stance on that.
It's funny you were saying a minute ago about the thin legs and how far things jump and land and successfully walk off. When you watch a ghost mantis, like the paradoxia thing, jump, I mean, those things have got legs that are like cotton thread, and they will literally jump 12, 13, 14 inches even as a baby, just absolutely crazy.
Yeah, I'm still waiting for the result because they took my blood and Hasselt at the hospital, and then they sent it to the subtropical hospital in Antwerp to look for the Chagas disease because I don't know if I got it from the. I don't trust it, but it takes already to have to check her blood like 3 weeks over there. Takes a long time to check it.
And Scott, I'm going to jump off as well, okay?
Of course it is, Ellie.
Yep. See you later, Ellie.
Good night, Ellie.
See you later.
Before Ellie goes, please drop Ellie a subscription. And if you see Ellie at a show, go say hello. She is literally one of the most wonderful people I've ever met in my life. She'll be on the stand.
Also,
Ellie and Leah run our bindings,
Ellie
which
and Lou together.
Hold on, Aaron. Which is unusual pets normally at the show. So please go over and say hello, and go buy shitloads off their stand, so they can keep coming back to more shows. So if you've got spare cash at the end, go make sure you go buy something off them guys.
Will you be at Brighton, Ellie?
But if you want something done, just email me and I'll do my best to do it.
Is Leah going Brighton?
Yeah.
So she'll be doing the stand
stuff there anyway. Yeah.
Not email me on Facebook. That's the one. Leah does Instagram. I do Facebook.
If you've got me on Facebook and you haven't got Ellie on Facebook, I will give Ellie your details and she'll be able to contact you guys anyway. If not, then please check out the link that Lewis was dropping in earlier, which is E&L Binding Crafts. I think, Leah, could you just drop that link back into the chat, please? Follow that and send them a message. They're awesome, awesome people.
See you later.
Bye.
See you later, Ellie.
I still need to put a few spiders on the thing because I don't know what species they are. I got them. They are bigger now, all juveniles, but in the beginning they all look brown. The spiders. The spiderlings look all the same.
Do you want to know the sweetest thing? Lewis has just finished work, and he's gone off, and Ellie's got.
We weren't going to mention that.
Yeah, I'll mention it. So they've gone off for a bit of a chat, I think. Bless them. I think it's lovely.
All your night conference calls stopped, Matt.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That was last week. I was on nights all last week, and this week I'm actually not going back to work till Sunday. So
Matt, if you want to pay me to take them, I'll quite happily do it. You have to give me a contract, but I'll quite happily do it.
I was sat on a call like the other day, and it started when I turned up at 8 o'clock, and it didn't finish till 7 in the morning. But in the meantime, I had 2 other calls start, so I was sitting there with 3 sets of headsets on my head, just listening to these 3 calls going on. I had to be involved and do things on them all, so I had to be on it.
What for job are you doing, Matt?
Me, I support all the credit card systems for all the banks around the world.
Oh, that's complicated.
It's yes, it's not as glamorous as it doesn't sound.
Yeah. Here in Belgium as well.
Having done a payo integrations, I can sympathise. Yeah.
So I don't want to go into
Apple Pay, so that's going to be even more fun.
I don't want to go into like what's going on over there, but how's the war affected the credit card type of situation?
The only things really that we've had to put in place are more like restrictions based on whatever
goes through your Russia.
If they put sanctions on certain countries, we have to put like blocks with Visa, MasterCard, and things like that to basically stop trading with various currencies and stuff like that. And that's about all that's happened so far. Fraud attacks as well. Fraud attacks has that's all been ramped up and stuff like that because we all know the people all the way over there are quite good at hacking things. So yeah, that's about it really. But yeah, not much else.
2333.
Matt, did you ever block Trump's credit card?
He only gets other people to do things for him so they can be incriminated instead.
It would be funny.
I blocked his last sale when he bought a wig.
Now listen here. I'm Donald Trump. I'm the president. Better write some peace.
Can't wait until his D-Day comes. It's too long. But as it stands, for Matt, I've got to put a SSL site on a site on an Apache server, but the boss hasn't given me the private key, so I can't do it.
Oh, dude, we had I'm surprised it. Yeah, I mean, be careful what I say here. We had an issue the other day which caused almost like a global blackout, based on the fact that a little tiny box hadn't been patched for about 4 years. And it had a software bug in it, and something came along and just literally took out the entire platform.
Yeah, if that happens for 1 hour, that's for millions of euros or pounds of.
DJ, in my job, I deal with hundreds of millions of pounds every single day. Obviously, nothing goes into my bank account. I deal with all this money, and you wouldn't believe the amount of stuff that we just throw about willy-nilly without even sort of. You'd think you'd be like, oh my god, I've got to deal with this. I've got to do this. Make sure this doesn't go wrong. We're just like, whatever. Yeah.
But it's just figures on the computer, though, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
I think
you got used of it.
If it was physical cash, you'd probably be like, "Oh shit, I need to count that."
Yeah, it's weird because I mean, like when I first started the job, it was like, you'd be like, "Oh my god, I've got to deal with this thing here. It's worth a few £100,000." Now it's like, "Oh yeah, this bank's sending in this, and it's worth £4.5 million," and you're just like, "Oh, if it goes wrong, it goes wrong, and we'll worry about it later." And, it's the platform's not as stable as you think it would be.
Yeah.
If while I remember as well, just had a quick thought. If anybody's going to Brighton and you've got an excess of red runners, let me know because I need to buy a lot. I do need to buy a lot. They're the fastest producing invert, aren't they? So that's my way forward while I'm jobless to feed the crew behind me.
The funny thing was there was quite a few breeders that sort of sold too much of their colonies off, like this year before summer hit, and they're now struggling to sort of like get their numbers back up before they'll start selling them again. I know, like Neil really has sort of backed off of selling any of his red runners, just because he sort of oversold a little bit because they become so popular so quick.
Yep.
I had a big die off on mine. Like, you know, all those babies I showed the other day. It's like I God knows how many of them I had from the youths, but now I've had quite a few die offs, and the humidity levels were going up a little bit. I don't know why. I'm going to feed them less for now. Try and get the humidity back down and stop them dying.
You do have to add new DNA, don't you, to keep your roach colonies going?
Yeah. Well, these are all babies because I bought 500 off eBay, and they all died. But luckily, they laid a load of ooths before they died, and I ended up with about 2,000 babies. But I haven't touched them yet.
What kind of things was it, Matt?
Red runner.
Red runner.
Yeah.
I got only 2 lines. On my dubias, I got 4 blood lines in them.
But Jackie pops out red runners for fun.
Yeah, I've not got into that yet. Keep in mind, colonies.
I need a lot so I can literally settle 2 colonies, 1 to breed and 1 to feed.
Yeah.
I've got a small amount of dubias, but they're going to be 6 months before I can start using them, I would have thought.
Yeah, I'm not touching the red runners yet. We've got babies in there, and the babies are they're now, I mean, the nymphs, when they come, they're so small, but they're now probably sort of like young juvenile size, probably like a centimetre, maybe, not even quite a centimetre.
Yeah,
but I won't touch them this year, I don't think.
Look, not even tempting as
that's what he does.
Yeah.
You're not even tempted to use them as sling food, Matt?
What was it?
No, because I don't want to touch the colony at the moment because I want to make sure that I get what my plan is with these, Mark, is I'll get to get these babies to adulthood, let them lay their ooths, and then I know that I've got the next generation coming, so I can start to use them a little bit. But to be fair, I've got a mealworm farm going.
Look, Matt, what I got. It's like
nice.
Full.
And the mealworm farm's doing quite well. I mean, that thing's going crazy. I've got hundreds of darkling beetles.
It's our nymphs from the red runners.
That's another thing that's hard to get. You know the trapdoors, the African red trapdoors and the African black trapdoors? They're so hard to get. They're hard to come by, you know.
But you're not going to see it, so I don't see the attraction, really.
This is why I don't see why people pay so much for the Celadonia. I know they look nice, but you're paying for something that you're never going to see. Yeah, I'm feeding I'm using the mealworms at the moment, and I've got a few dubias I buy in if I need them. But
that is next week's video is the orange leg trapdoor, and I thought because originally it burrowed here so you could see it. So I thought, okay, so if I get a clear one of these, but about this tall, and put it in, then hopefully it'll go to the side. But it's burrowed down this side now, and you can't see nothing like. And they are a beautiful species as well. Awesome to look at.
Oh. I've got one, Scott. I got one as well. I got orange-legged trapdoor as well. I got one as well, yeah.
I wanted the
other one.
The giant ones are like 80 odd quid, and I thought I can't. I thought no,
We got to Coventry later because we only decided mid-morning that we were going to go, and Spar Spiders had run out of the Dolichothelli diamantis.
The Dolichothelli diamantinensis.
Oh, what the blue foot is it? That one?
The Brazilian.
So I think he's out of those, but I think Andy Spiders has bred them or paired them recently, so hopefully he'll get some.
Is it jewel tarantula? Brazilian jewel tarantula?
Brazilian blue dwarf beauty.
Blue beauty, that's the one.
But Matt, with the red runners, you need to be careful because if one breaks loose, your house is going to be a mess.
Right, so I have a story, DJ, for you. I was working from home a couple of weekends ago, probably about a month ago, actually. and I was downstairs, and I thought, I've got to go upstairs and feed them. And I came up here, and there was one on my desk, and I'm like, where's that come from? Then I found another one and another one. So I literally emptied this. You see how much stuff's in this room, right? So, and it's worse under the desk. I literally took everything out of here, and I had catch cups, all these little deli cups everywhere. And I was just like, I had 54 catch cups out, and I got them all, but I had 54 escape. And I realised how they got out. The probe that goes in from the heat mat at the back was down, and it was touching the egg crate, and they were climbing up the probe and out to the top, and then they were coming through a tiny little air vent hole at the side because they'd managed to move it and move the mesh apart, because it was like just crossover mesh, and they'd moved it apart and got through. They were coming up like a little train. So I had 54 of them. I had to count them in the end. Could have been a lot worse had I not come up and fed them.
Yeah, I don't want to imagine if that happens to me. Nothing is tight with me.
Cheers, Jackson. See you on the next one, dude.
The only thing, I mean, like, you know, they were out in here. They're not going to go too far because it's nice and warm in here. But my wife's quite good at finding them. When I've got a loose red runner or a loose darkling beetle or a loose dubia or a loose hisser, she normally finds them, puts them in a catch pot. I know that because I find them on the desk in the catch pot saying found another one.
I got
during the summer. During the summer, I thought I was getting loads of mealworm beetles because they were cropping up all over the house. But what it transpires is that because the garage were next to a field, there was a lot of them in the garage that were then coming into the house and pretending that they would come, because I thought, no, they can't. But they're not turning into that many beetles.
Yeah. I've got loads. My mealworm farm, I've given up trying to move. I had like one with the worms, one with the pupa, and then one with the actual beetles. And I'd transfer so they didn't sort of eat the eggs and all this and the other. But I've just got 3 boxes now, and they seem fine. They're all cohabiting now. All the beetles just in the mealworms, all in the same tubs. But yeah, I know they're not ideal. I know I mix it up a little bit every now and then, but mealworms seem to be the main thing at the moment. Dubias for the bigger ones when I can. My issue with the dubias is like when I'm putting a dubia in with like my Salma Pierce, like my Canberra guy, and then the dubia is like the Canberra guy's not interested, bats it away, and it goes down the back, and it's like, right, okay, that dubia's gone then. And I'm like the sort of person who sits there stressing out about a buried dubia for the next month. That's why I don't like using them too much, unless I know the spider's going to go straight away.
The Mario's a bit easier because you squish the head and they ain't burying themselves, are they?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, exactly. You give them a little squish, don't they? So they don't dig, and then they sit there flailing about. Yeah, my Canberra guy's a bit weird. It's prolific eater, and then it's just stopped. I don't think it's due a molt, but who knows? It's a male. I'm not sure. I don't think it's mature. They don't hook out, do they?
We've got I think it's Pets at Homes here, and every Wednesday they'll get in new stock. So you've got, I think you can get something like 3 for $7.50. So you get mealworms or Mario worms, locusts, medium crickets, small crickets, large crickets. So you can mix it up a bit, and that would last sort of 2 or 3 weeks.
Pets at Home in Coventry. I went in there as a desperation type of a thing. I was chatting to somebody in there, and I says, "What reptile stuff have you got?" I said, I need a couple of bits. Oh, we haven't got any. We don't do reptiles and that anymore, or inverts. So I was like, okay, no worries. So I thought, well, we'll go walk around and have a look at the guinea pigs and stuff anyway. And they've got like 2 massive shelves full of reptile stuff, all the feeders and everything.
Yeah, feeders, plants. Yeah.
I was like, can I have 2 rat weaners, please?
No, I was
yeah, you can have.
Pet's Corner.
No reptile stuff here. And I said to the woman was like, "Oh yeah, I like spiders, this, that, and t'other. I got them in a couple of the Facebook groups, blah 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 blah." I went, "Oh, I didn't see it at the Coventry Invert show." She went, what? What was that?
Yeah.
I said, "Really, Pets at Home." I said, "You guys should know. You should have been there." Disappointing. And then she said, "Oh, if you want any reptile stuff, there's a reptile shop over in Nuneaton." And I says, "Oh yeah." I says, "I know the owner." I said, "But that's 8 miles away." I said, "If I travel a mile and a half, I'm at KBN." And she went, "KBN?" I went, "KBN Reptiles?" And she went, "Oh yeah, the one in Coventry." I was like, "Yeah, the one in Coventry."
Feels more confidence, doesn't it?
I was like, for fuck's sake.
Oh, Michael's question: what's the small hairy things that look like caterpillars that come in with the crickets? Yeah, that's just like a little cleanup crew.
They keep your crickets alive. Yeah, I can't remember scientifically what the names are, but they're commonly known as carpet beetles because if they get in your house, you ain't getting rid of them. They're the ones that infest people's houses from time to time. But yeah, they literally keep your crickets alive. If they weren't in there, your crickets wouldn't live as long as what they do.
I give only my crickets to my beetles, my assassin bugs. For the rest, they are annoying with the sound. It's
and they're also known as breakfast.
What breakfast?
That's funny though. That is funny.
If you haven't liked the stream already,
what's going on here? Breakfast.
As always, I've got no idea what I'm doing next week, but we'll work something out like I normally do. What if you?
Here you go, DJ.
You got also assassin bugs.
Have you had Jeremy on yet?
You mean Jeremy?
I had Jeremy and Ben on 2 years ago, mate. They used to be quite regular.
I got 29 left. One died.
But he's only just been on Phil's live, so
that's true.
Yeah, but then me and Phil asked different questions anyway.
Yeah.
How much pieces you got, Matt, from the assassin bugs?
Oh no, these aren't mine. These are my friends. These are just parts of something that I've got coming out tomorrow on the channel.
I got like the Platimeris, the Bigutata, the Gutapenis, the Horidas.
Oh, nice.
The
Those eyes.
red and the white spots I got. But
those assassin bugs are awesome.
I bought myself gloves because I don't try to touch them so long I don't know the result of the hospital because
the
poop can give you the disease as well.
Those ones are part of the video I'm doing for tomorrow. Like I've got a load of different things on there. The amount of different species, a lot of isopod stuff for tomorrow and stuff like that. But yeah, interesting. A lot of millipedes and things like that.
But people already said to me they are not so dangerous because they cannot give the disease from where they come. But
who knows?
Yeah, if other invert keepers have also African bugs and they mixed the enclosure with them and they have the poop on them, they can infect. And yeah, you never know. Because
you don't mix a species. If they don't see each other in the wild, then don't mix them. And then you know the poop's pretty much all right. Do you know what I mean? In with its own species. I think the problem is with wild caught. That's where the disease comes from. Captive bred. Obviously, the potential is there, so it's less of a concern, let's say. I think the only thing.
I can't stop saying that now. I really cannot stop saying it. I've got to stop saying it.
Don't worry, Aaron. You're all good, Aaron. Don't worry. Don't panic. I think with our hobby, the only thing that we really need to consider is nematodes. And as long as you deal with live food, then wash your hands afterwards before munching any food, you're all right.
Yeah,
it freaked me out. I picked up some African train millipedes, and when I got the macro lens out and I was doing some like real close-ups of their legs, the little mites, they've got like a symbiotic relationship, haven't they?
Yeah, I was just about to say they have to have those mites on them. Yeah.
Freaked me out.
I did the same thing. I panicked. I was like, "Do I need predatory mites in with these?" And it was it was actually KBN who I spoke to, and they were like, no, they're actually a symbiotic relationship.
Yeah, and they won't leave them, and they won't come out from the soil and leave and go into any other enclosure, because I was freaking out thinking, what am I going to have in my spiders and all this and the other.
Majority of mites ain't going to do any damage anyway.
No.
It's normally if you get mites that are going to do damage and you see them, it's game over already, because normally on the underside of the spider where the fangs and the mouth are, it's covered.
Yeah.
Or you can get them on the underside of cockroaches as well, and a cockroach is absolutely covered. That's the only problem.
Is that the name, Scott, that I put in chat? Nematodes?
Nematodes. You've put yes.
Same thing, I think. Yeah. That's the new one.
Hello, beautiful.
Yeah, good size.
It's beautiful.
And yeah, quite.
Yeah, it's not tarantula.
Quite happy wandering around as well.
Well, my Amelia's decided to go back onto its legs, so I don't know what it was doing.
The guy had only packed it in one of these. Relative to the...
That's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah. And only like tissue on one half, so it was kind of its back was on the opposite side of the inside.
That happened with my when I got my regalis, my second regalis. I thought it was going to be the same size as the one I'd already done, so I set up an enclosure the same size as the one I already had. And then when I opened up the tub and got it out, and it literally filled the enclosure I was just putting it into, I was like, how on earth did they pack this thing into that?
Yeah.
Well,
one of the teas I got from Portsmouth Adventures was similar. It was in a sling vial, and it was just...
Oh, Brad's amazing when
he's sort of practically just leapt out. And that made me jump, but I haven't put that one up yet. I need to do that.
Yeah, makes me laugh. The size of the spiders they can get into those small vials.
Yeah. They're quite
Do you watch their TikToks?
They haven't done so many, but yeah, I've seen them doing the packing. So oh yeah, we've...
The only ones they ever seem to go when they go for a larger vial is normally the Verses, because they're such a pain to get in there. So you normally just up size on them.
But it's never going to go where you want it to go anyway.
It's crazy.
Right, I think we're going to have to close the stream in a minute or two, because it's 5 to midnight. And
before you go, one thing I want to say before you go. There comes a time in every room's life he's got to box his mum. There's that funny thing. It's called half man, half kangaroo. Oh, it's so funny. I like me up at it all the time.
A massive thank you to everybody that's been in and out of chat, and for you guys that are still here now. Really, really appreciate all your support. It's your guys' support that makes us channels put out another video and another video and another video and do what we all do. And it's your guys' support that help the whole community. Massive thank you to everybody that's coming in and out of chat. A massive thank you to everybody that's also come on screen. Like I said, with Hurt Mania, she had an issue that arose that was unavoidable. And it really weren't her fault why she had to cancel tonight. So please don't, think anything bad of her. She's an absolutely lovely lady. She couldn't apologise enough. What happened was very serious, but she will be coming on live in the near future. Please do a Facebook search for Hurt Mania and go like the page. Go see what she does. She has some amazing hides and she does a lot of the shows. I'm unsure if she's going to Brighton because that's my fault because I forgot to ask. She wasn't at the Coventry show.
I think she is because she asked me to take some hitter sheds down for her.
But she is an absolutely awesome lady, larger than life character. So we look forward to having her on in the future. Most definitely. Philip says, thanks, Scott, Michael, and everyone on the live chat. Cheers, Philip.
Cheers, Philip.
Philip. I wonder if we can get Philip to the Brighton show somehow. Leave it with me, Philip. Let me have a think.
Ouch.
Yeah, let me have
Don't do it, Erin.
Anyway, yeah, thank you. And thank you to you guys that are on screen now. Really, really appreciate your support. Like I said, without the support, none of us channels would be going anywhere, would we? So something's moving in here. Or it might be a frog. I think that was a frog noise. I don't know. But yeah, thank you, everybody. And good night. Take care.
Night, everyone.
Check out Trash Rookie video.
Tomorrow. Yeah, see you all later.
See you all later. Take care.
Guys. Take care. See you later.
Bye, guys. Bye. Bye.